I'm on my own. Against the wall, the pressure's building, but no, I will never fall. Instead of
hey, girl.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the July edition of Thirsty Thursday. It's hot as hell outside.
Oh
So
my
I
god!
hope that you
I
guys
can't
are.
even fucking talk about it.
I hope that
so
you guys
hot.
are literally staying cool, staying hydrated, as I am. My table is surrounded by water bottles because I am too hungover to be sitting here drinking some more. But I might change my mind later on. But right now, like, y'all gonna get this hydration from me. Okay.
I feel you. I mean, honestly, drinking water is totally fine on Thirsty Thursday.
Somebody got to do it. I'm the DD for the night.
Can you put in a different glass, a martini glass? Nice. Yeah, thank you. I was talking to Letty. Shout out to Letty, my twin. She's my bartender for the night.
She really is. I need her to be mine for the night. So if I decide to change my mind, I could get it. She could get it for me. But
she got you. So
We
the
bros
July
ready.
one is later than normal. We would normally do the second Thursday of the month, but July was one of those life-in months, so it's today. But you know us with timing, Krista. It's like things happen when they're supposed to happen.
Period.
Period.
Hey, fam.
Drinking. We need to know. Hey, fam.
Yeah, let us know what y'all drinking on.
I would like to know, even if it's like ice cold water, that's still amazing because of how hot it is in New York.
I'm not playing no games.
Oh my god! Like if I didn't have a job, I would like freeze water bottles and just like sell water bottles all day because that's how fucking hot it is.
But they will melt so fast.
No, they would sell so fast.
That too, but you know, if they're outside, you holding them in your hands. When you hold them in your hands, will melt so fast because it's so fucking hot outside. You can make eggs on the street right now.
So it feels like you're like. Luckily, I have to be in the office all day long, and it's actually freezing in there. So by the time I get off of work, the fresh air is actually like coming. Not today, yesterday. I literally felt like I was walking into a fucking oven.
Like, well, yesterday I was in the office too. It was like extra cold. So when I was like, I had to meet somebody downstairs. And as I ran coming downstairs, it was super fucking cold upstairs. And it took me a while to warm up outside.
Oh, wow.
That's my life.
But you be like cold all the time.
I'm always cold. I hate the cold. But this is too hot.
But I'm glad. I'm actually drinking alcohol because I haven't drank in a little bit. So it was supposed to be a Cosmo. So like I chilled it, but like it's a vodka cranberry with lime.
Oh. Listen, I don't even know if it's the alcohol that I consumed last night or if it's the hookah that I did with the alcohol because let me tell you something about me. Okay.
I hate hookah.
You hate hookah?
I say I hate it, and if I'm at a party and someone's like, "You want?" I'm gonna say yes. But
yeah. Oh, dude, I have a whole hookah in my house, girl. Don't.
Oh, cute.
I got two actually.
Cute.
I got two, but I love hookah. The hookah was hitting yesterday. Like yesterday was amazing. For those of you who don't know or didn't see my IG stories, I was at a Neo show. For his
Oh my god, I love Neo.
Neo was so dope. I told him we cousins at this point. Like I saw you 3 weeks in a row. So yeah. So I was there and then we went to the party afterwards and it was just
thank you so much.
Oh,
everybody said hi by the way.
Hey girl.
Hey.
It was just a lot of fun. So yeah, that's my life. I may drink a little bit. I was in the midst of cooking and I was like, oh shit, it's 6:45. We gotta jump on. So I gotta make dinner afterwards, unfortunately. But Y'all know I'll be eating on here too, so.
Too. Oh, and you might notice that Binky is not here. That's because she is booked and busy.
Booked and busy. Y'all gonna look for her. Y'all gonna see her on TV.
Yes, you will see her on TV. So we love you so much. So today, before we bring on some of our guests, I don't know who said my Facebook user, but thank y'all.
Hey.
This is a first for me. So this is the third consecutive day that I have been on a live stream.
You have.
And I'm like, ew. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta
do. What you gotta do. That's it. Like you gotta do what you have to do.
And I gotta shout out everybody that did come to my Twitch stream yesterday.
Yeah, how was it? You know, I would have popped in, but you know.
Yeah, it was really cute. You know, we had to show you, you know, your love. And yeah, I love it. It's fun because like you really get to it was Dr. D. That's
hey. Okay. I'm sorry.
I have a source. I have a very special source. And he also put it in the comments. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I really love Twitch streaming. I really do. And I'm definitely going to do more of it. And I want to have different people on with me. So if you ever want to join me for TWG Fan Club, let me know. And we will definitely book you for Wednesday. Do you know who I'm having on next Wednesday?
Cool.
Lovely and Fam.
Oh, I'm coming. That's it.
You have to.
Wait, am I booked next Wednesday?
They have a new
podcast.
Yes. So, and Fam is one of my favorite people in the wrestling space, and he's fucking hilarious. So they were saying that, Krista, they were saying that my wall was racist because for some reason, no matter what, that falls every time.
Every time.
And I think it might be racist. You know what it is? There's too much black excellence. You got Bianca, you got Big E, you got this, like. Too much.
It's a lot of black excellence on your wall. You got mine. I mean, I'm filling up. I'm still getting stuff, but you know that's my ultimate favorite. This is like
the second grade.
So who we introducing first? Oh no, we gotta tell them about when we do the introduction, I tell them about the games. Yes, okay. Who we introducing first? Can I do the first one?
Please. You know what? Why don't you surprise me? I always have the surprises, so why don't you?
I don't have any surprises. I'm just very lucky.
The order, whoever you bring on.
I'm just very happy that. Well, you already know who I'm bringing on. I'm just very happy that one of my oldest friends in the world is able to join us today. Y'all welcome my sis Tiana.
Yay! Hi, birthday twin.
All right.
Season's greetings.
You know, us goats gotta stick together.
How you doing? How's everyone?
Hungover, sis.
Happy Thursday. I heard your story.
Wait, so are you sipping on anything?
We here to talk about wrestling. No?
We're drinking. We're talking about wrestling. We're doing everything. It's Thirsty Thursday. If you got water, you drinking water. If you got juice, you drinking juice. Water it is.
Water. Okay, hydrating. I love it.
Oh. This is why she's my. You know what? Now I'm about to get mine.
She's my birthday twin.
You can't have her, P. You cannot have her.
You
can't have her.
Had us born on the same day.
Listen.
Shout out to God. Shout out to God.
We also have Gap Life. You know what I'm saying? Like, Capricorns. You know, like let us have our moment, Krista. Like,
you can have it.
Thank you. Oh, so also with Thirsty Thursday, y'all can choose. Oh, shout out to the baker, I miss her. You can choose what we take a toast to, which is just celebrating whatever the fuck we want to celebrate. Good points being made, and we will sip. You can sip your water, you can sip your tea, you can sip your drinks. And shout out to Letty too. But I gotta show y'all. She has my Cosmo Chilling. Follow her, King @KingLetty_. Look, she got my Cosmo Chilling for me.
What can't Letty do? How about that?
Honestly, my sister is good at everything.
She is like the MacGyver of everything.
It's
what
true.
Can't she
But
do?
most people don't know is that she's a trained dancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We got people in here. We got people in here.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in here.
So you want to bring up the next one? We just gonna have to like.
No, I want you to pop them up.
You want me to pop them up? All right. So I have to bring up the lovely, the talented. She's definitely no stranger to the show. She's definitely no stranger to us. Everybody, please welcome the lovely Amber Rodriguez. Hey, girl.
Hi, Amber.
Sorry, I had my mic off. That was awkward.
It's okay.
How are you?
How are you? How you been?
I've been.
Okay.
Yo,
That's it.
when it's 98 degrees and
You've
life
been.
is life,
Everybody's
then
been.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's been.
Are you sipping on anything?
Yeah. What are you drinking on today?
I had water. Unfortunately, that's it for me because I have a show Saturday, so I gotta be good.
Listen,
so
water
you're
is fine.
hydrated.
It's hot as hell. You gotta stay hydrated. It is fine. Whoever's consuming alcoholic beverages will definitely be drinking for you. So don't even worry about it. You're not missing out on much. Next up, because we swear that he's not a real person. So the world can see that he's a real person when we bring him up. He exists. He's in the pictures and he did not disappear from the pictures.
Honestly, you can't miss him. That's the thing.
You can't miss him
You don't
at this
think
point.
he exists, and then he's in the room and like you can't fucking miss him.
You can't miss
He's
him.
like 9 feet tall.
So with that being said, we're gonna welcome the real Dwayne.
Hello there.
Hey,
I'm starting already.
you starting already? Welcome. What are you sipping on?
Oh, this is new stuff. Hold on. It's called Peach Stuff by Clear American.
Okay.
This is this
Like
is
a seltzer.
Yeah, it's like this
water.
flavored water, but it tastes better with ice in a fancy looking glass. So I figured I'd be appropriate for Thirsty Thursdays. You see, I came here sipping for you guys. It's particular.
We appreciate it. We
I
appreciate
do.
it.
It looks so refreshing though.
You see that? See, doesn't it? See, the ice has got it looking all nice and frosty. So I'm ready. Like I'm trying to come locked in, ready to go. So I'm here. The man, the myth, the legend, I suppose.
You know what I love about tonight too is that this is most people's first time, not even just on Thirsty Thursday, but on those wrestling girls. Tiana. Oh gosh, shout out to Tiana. We didn't even get a chance to.
We're gonna do all that when we bring everybody else up. I just want to bring them up because there's a lot of people today.
Amber Rodriguez, first time, and I feel like this is
Yes.
long overdue to be on our platform.
Yeah, especially since I just denied Brian's unemployment benefits. So.
Oh, I mean, I feel like if you had to come to that, then that's what you had to do, and I respect it. That's fine. But I'm glad you're on here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be
your
here.
poster that we did with that, first of all, that photo is so dope.
Thank you.
That's like my favorite Thirsty Thursday flyer. Like it looks so good, like on the stories. I was like, yes, Amber, you're giving it.
Freddy Krueger vibes.
Freddy Krueger vibes. So before we bring up everybody else, we do want to talk to you guys first because this is your first time on Thirsty Thursday. For those of you who don't know, Tiana is, like I said earlier, she's one of my oldest friends in the world, but she's also a dope photographer. I had her come along with Summer Jam. She took some amazing photos. She also took some amazing photos at Black WrestleFest. She book her. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Book her. But T, you know me for a long time. So you can attest to the fascination of this man right here for me to this very day. But we were younger, she can attest. We were in Catholic school getting in trouble for saying suck it. Okay.
Oh my God. I love that so much.
Yeah, we didn't care. But T, when did you, start getting into wrestling when we were younger? I don't know if you're into it now, but when was your fascination about when we were younger?
In all honesty, I didn't even think it was still like a thing. It's 2022. A million gazillion years later, we're still doing this. My sister used to watch it.
Shout out to Tasha.
Yeah, she used to watch it heavily. She was a big Andre the Giant fan, and what's his son name?
I love that you said that. I love that you
Wait,
said that.
Andre the Giant didn't have a son.
I know, but that's
a long time ago.
You mean McMahon's and all that?
Big Show.
I love
Big Show. Shout out to my girlfriend right here. She's telling me the names because she's into it too.
Can we toast
Hey,
the
girl.
kayfabe, though?
Kayfabe, absolutely.
Because low key, I found out Edge and Christian were brothers in the last 10 years. Low key.
I'm sorry. Time out. Hold up. Time out. Come on. No, not you. It's not for you. It's not
not
for you. It's not for you. It's for T. Did you just shoot that straight?
It's Thirsty Thursday.
But you just shot that straight.
Yes. So
Okay.
That's how my birthday twin do.
All right. I'm about to take you out. Gotta go.
Wait, Tiana, when was you born?
All right. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
So yeah, Andre the Giant, Big Show, and then like Farouk and all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Tiana?
Yeah, she used to go around singing that song all the time.
So for me, it was more of a thing where I remembered their theme music. Everything was about like music. I remember the music. That was more catchy to me. But that damn rock, that's it. I don't care about the Bear Man. I don't care about all that. I don't care about Mrs. Sacco. I don't care about all that.
Hold on.
I said what I said.
Hold on.
Period.
Hold on.
Period.
I said what I said.
You said what you said.
Hold on.
You know,
Nobody's gonna check you. See, nobody's gonna check you. See.
Beer Man?
Yeah, Stone Cold.
Beer Man?
Stone Cold.
Krista.
Absolutely not.
I'm not here to talk crazy, but
talk your shit. Talk your shit. You can talk
The
your
Rock
shit.
is just my guy. And I'm about to smell what he's cooking because I think it's shot o'clock.
Period. Come on now, don't do
Get
that.
to it. Nah. That's just.
You may have been born on the same day, but
I remember like Test and Trish Stratus. Was it like a Val Venus or something?
Yeah,
like
the towel.
Yeah, like I just felt like that was too much for my eyes to see.
It was the Attitude Era though.
She got to get the shirt. She got to get the shirt. The Attitude Era fucked us up.
Oh yeah, you got to get the shirt.
I do feel like my fascination with boobs definitely came from the Attitude Era.
It had to.
Absolutely.
Like what's up? But I do remember. I remember Undertaker. He used to scare me. I didn't really like him, so that like kind of turned me off from it. And yeah, here I am.
Here we are.
Yeah, but I'm really glad it's like really, a Black community. When I attended Black Wrestle Fest, like that was just like the most amazing thing to me, that there are Black people celebrating, Black people in sports. Right. We don't really, congratulate a lot of people of our kind, and I
really don't see it a lot.
You don't see it, and for everyone to be together, that was just amazing.
I'm so glad you were there too.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to your platform. Shout out to these wrestling girls, Krista and P. I'm smelling what The Rock is cooking right now.
See, that's why she
I should have got tequila. Yo, we should have got tequila. I should have got some Terramana.
I still have what Math bought when we was in Texas.
Oh,
I gotta eat.
Wait, I'm curious because we have a wrestler on the stream. What was your first memory of wrestling, Amber? And when did you know you wanted to be a wrestler?
My first wrestling memory was I think I was like 5. Let's go with that. And Chris Jericho interrupted The Rock's promo on Monday Night Raw. And since then I was like hooked. But what made me decide to get in the ring was just watching like Shawn Michaels. I was also a huge DX fan, him and Triple H. Mickey James, Jazz, Trish, Lita, on and on. I knew I wanted to be a part of it after watching them. So I came up around that era.
Same as us. And you have a match this week.
Yeah, I do. Saturday, MCW Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup in Baltimore, specifically Joppa, Maryland. Come watch me perfect Vita Von Star.
Nice. I gotta come. I definitely have to come to one of your matches.
Me too, because this esthetician. I love what you do on social media when you got the scrubs on or you're walking around with the big syringe, and I'm just like, oh, she about to She
And,
about to get
and
it
I
in.
feel like I don't think I've seen that before. I don't.
Not on social
Seen what?
media.
Hmm?
Not on social media, like her walking with the syringes and.
No. Just in wrestling.
Oh yeah,
I'm
It
the
feels fresh.
first
It feels
and
fresh.
the only. Yeah,
I
very
love it.
original.
I
absolutely.
can't help but look at like how fresh your face is, your eyebrows. I'm like,
But me, thank you.
love it.
I
Where
woke up
do you-
like this.
Are you from Baltimore?
God no.
I love the energy.
Yeah, I'm
Lord.
from I'm from the DMV. We don't claim Baltimore in the DMV though.
I wouldn't either.
Brian says that all
Yeah.
the time too. Brian says that all the time.
Wait,
too.
Brian says
Like,
what? That he don't like Baltimore?
that they don't. DMV does not claim Baltimore.
Mm-mm.
Like, and you always be starting and be wanting to smoke, and I be telling you stop because I'm not trying to be fighting
Me?
niggas out here. Yeah, you.
Baltimore's in Maryland. That's a fact.
Yeah, we know that.
Baltimore is
you
its
and-
own entity.
You and it's like the Bronx. No, low key is like Staten Island. Like nobody claims it, but you know it's in New York.
Honestly,
You know,
God, Baltimore people, I wouldn't want to be compared to Staten Island. That's all I'm saying.
right? Like it's like Staten Island. Like you don't
Wait,
like, claim it, but you know that it's there. Like you know that it's there. It's its
wait,
own
unmute
entity,
your mic because I
stands
gotta
its
know
own.
what you gotta say about this.
You about
See,
to
I
curse
was being polite. I was gonna wait my turn, but god dang, y'all killing my city. Sheesh.
Oh, you're from Baltimore?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry to
I
hear
Like-
that.
love it out there. Trust me, I love it out there. So
I was like, wait a minute, where's this going?
It's
Shout out to
always
Maryland.
Pete. Right.
I
It's
was-
always Pete. I be wanting to smoke with people.
Whew. And Miss Amber Rodriguez, she said, God no. Like, wait a minute. Sheesh.
That's
Yeah,
what
like,
kicked
don't
it
insult
off. That's
me.
what kicked it off.
I mean, look, hey, I saw her early in her career, and now I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta get to know this young lady.
Now
because
he don't know if
goodness
he like
gracious.
you anymore.
Like I'm like, wait a minute. Like I've never met you personally, so pleasure to meet you, of course, but of course Brian talks about you all day. And like I said, we watched your career early on, and but now I'm like, wait a minute, this man estheticians, but y'all just killed Baltimore. But yes, I'm Baltimore born and raised, and we don't claim the DMV, and DMV doesn't claim us. We are our own entity for more reasons than one, but that's
I just would like to know, why is it not claimed? Like, why do people out
You have
of the
to
DMV?
bring Brian H. Waters
don't-
on to talk about that.
Yeah, we could. Can we bring him on? You want us to wait?
Nah, do you think, girl?
All right, we're gonna bring Brian to the stream because, hey,
Is
We
Brian
can't hear
H.
you,
Waters-
baby.
He's muted. You're muted.
you're muted, talking shit, and you're muted.
Oh, I did that too. That's funny.
Like when he wore Crocs.
Hold on. Whoa.
P again with the smoke. Again with the smoke, P. Like,
No, see, this as they say, a lot to unpack here. First of all, Amber coming up here fired me yesterday while I'm on the show. Like I ain't just sit out here and go pick up all this press duty work I've been doing, acting like I ain't doing my job. Talking about I ain't sitting because those wrestling girls decided they wanted to make it special. They said, "Look, we're gonna give her own special."
Brian, this is not the place
I
to
know
discuss.
this is the place to have a conversation.
You can wait till after the show. You're being unprofessional. That's why you're unemployed.
and then you come up here talking about Baltimore like you ain't about to come up here, and that's Joppa Town. We don't even claim that. Thank goodness my brother, the real Dwayne Allen, the remarkable, the impeccable Dwayne Allen, brought it out there and said, "Look, y'all don't keep this in the city, East Side certified. Where you at?"
That
What
was
he
the best
said.
promo
Let's bring
that I've
you.
heard
Let's bring
in
you
so
on. 'Cause
long.
I feel like he got a lot to
Whoa!
say.
A wrestler put me on with a promo.
That's what he said.
All right, Hugh, you ready? Oh God, if he has Crocs on, he's being removed. He's being fucking removed.
No, you.
Damn.
Oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to do that.
What is
really
happening
did.
here?
I really
Are we
didn't.
bringing him
My
on? You're not
computer
bringing
is
him on.
freezing. My computer's freezing. I really do mean to bring him on. No shade. Krista, you can bring him on then.
He
There.
right there,
There he is.
Oh, see, my computer's freezing.
brother Hugh.
What's
Oh,
up, y'all?
God.
Hey, Hugh, welcome.
Chilling,
Welcome,
chilling.
welcome.
What's going on?
Are you chilling with Crocs on? Or are you chilling with flip-flops
Absolutely.
on?
You see them right there?
Okay.
Right there.
Hey, we
Listen,
got
mine's
to ride to
over
Pennsylvania
here.
tomorrow. Ain't no Crocs in my car unless you
Mine's
drive.
is over. You going to grow up. That's what you going to do. You
No,
gonna grow up.
because Jay Bougie, we got some business to take care of. We got Baltimore versus New York tomorrow. So
I know.
Pure Ignorance gonna handle that.
Okay. That's cool. I'm still gonna be wearing my
Maryland,
Crocs though.
no competition for New York.
Hugh forgot where he came from. He up there wearing Crocs.
No, I didn't forget. Nah, I'm just comfortable. I'm chilling. You know me. You know what I mean? Got the specs on,
Listen, Crocs is
Hoochie
where
daddy
it's at,
shorts.
all right?
What's
Yeah.
wrong with Crocs?
See, thank you, T. Like,
I like her. What's up, T? How you doing?
Wait, Dwayne. I don't think I ever knew your Croc argument.
I stayed out of the Croc argument. I haven't yet to get involved in it. I've never stuck my foot in Crocs. I have large feet, so they're not like readily accessible, and I have not gone out of my way to go looking for Crocs to stick my feet in them. I'm comfortable where I'm at, so I've been like just looking at it from a distance. I don't know what to say.
He said I've been looking at
Hey,
it.
I don't.
listen,
I
Crocs
stand back
are
and let them do their thing.
definitely comfortable. They're always readily available. Once you put them on, you just go. You just go. Then you can put them in sport mode if you know you really gotta go.
There we
That's
go.
it. Like,
If you know you
Talk to
really
him.
gotta go.
Talk to him
That's
nice,
it.
please. Thank you. Talk to him nicely. That's
like
right.
I don't understand what y'all. P, you ain't never tried a pair of Crocs, and you over here shaming them motherfuckers. Like, put a pair on.
There we go.
I refuse.
Yeah, okay. I got you. I got you.
One thing I will say though is Hugh ain't shit.
Dang,
I gotta say.
you can't even say nothing back, bro. This is her show, so like
Hey, you're
don't
right.
feel
You're
bad.
right.
Oh, I didn't
She
even
got
shout
it.
out my merch.
She got it.
I gotta get mine. I'm getting mine.
I got one.
Yes, Brian
Oh
does
my God,
have
that
one.
pic is amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
And
I
while
might
shouting
get
out
it.
merch,
Just
make sure
talk
y'all
this
check
out.
out the
That
Amber
is a
Rodriguez
really dope
exclusive.
design.
I do want one of those too.
It's
Amber,
Brian,
can I
that
get
should have been the
two?
first thing you said. That should have been the first thing out the gate.
He did. He did, but then I started
See,
arguing. He was like,
you
I
gotta get
had
your
on this
drop out.
Amber merch.
Deal.
He said that. He said it. Then I started arguing. But Amber, I want two of the shirts. I want one of them signed so I could put them in a frame and put it on my wall. Then the other one, I'm just gonna wear it.
Brian, post a link.
Dang.
Yeah.
I thought he was fired.
Okay, you're hired again. Now post the link.
So that's how that works, huh?
That's how that
Pretty
works.
much.
Got it.
If
That's
fired
how
during
that
the show
works.
while I'm doing my job. Like this, I was literally on the Wrestling Realm. I'm pretty sure I mentioned her. We was talking about the show, and I get fired during the show because I don't know which one it was. So I'm gonna blame P for not posting the graphic. That's why. So I get fired because of P because P didn't post Amber's picture, and she
That
said
sound-
we got
that
something for
sounds
you.
P,
about
you owe Brian a check.
That's
Oh,
right.
That's a false statement because I have posted Amber's photo that I asked you for and ended up having to get myself.
But you said
And then-
yesterday on Twitter
okay.
that we got something special for you, Queen, and then she fired me, and then you said, "Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you didn't even take up for me. No, it was your fault."
Honestly, that's none of my business.
But you didn't have
Your
to co-sign.
professional relationship with Amber Rodriguez is none of my business. I had something
Look,
special for you, Queen.
We'll schedule a meeting after this is over, and
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
we'll handle this formally.
Brian, I
Okay.
hope you don't get future endeavored.
Again.
That would be unfortunate. That would be unfortunate.
I'm drinking water to that one. Okay,
What do we-
I
let's
don't-
have a
I'm
toast,
taking a shot
water,
to that one.
cocktail.
Listen, be great.
It's a fucking party. Ooh, actually, I should drink some water.
Cheers to Baltimore, a separate entity from the state of Maryland.
Yeah, we
There we
didn't get to that. Why
All
is
day,
it
every
separate?
day.
Can
East
somebody
side.
explain why it's separate?
Zone 18, we here.
He's on
Oh,
18.
that's an easy one because Baltimore is the forgotten city.
Zones. It has zones.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Baltimore is the ugly cousin you don't want to come to. Baltimore was a cash crop city, but in all the wrong
I
ways.
love how we're about to get a history lesson.
I mean, look, there was
What the
two
real
things.
Dwayne Allen does.
There was a lot of things that Baltimore was known for. Some of the positive things were the inner harbor and seafood. It once was a trade port, but once people started taking resources away from Baltimore and moving out to fancier counties like the DMV, naturally the black bourgeoisie found lucrative real estate outside, and guess what? They took the resources, they took the government, they took the finances. So Baltimore was left to fend for themselves at the end of the day. And Baltimore is very territorial. So don't feel bad. Trust me, you can't even go from east to west without having issues a lot of times, depending on where you're from. So it's just a culture of the city, and unfortunately, it kind of translates to the rest of the country. Like when you think about Baltimore, it's literally we don't claim Maryland. We know we're in Maryland. It's obvious. Like we're not stupid. It's natural geography. We know. But at the end of the day, the DMV is DC, Maryland, Virginia. That whole neck of the woods. They all kind of claim each other and then talk about each other behind each other's backs. and Baltimore's just Baltimore.
Why you
so.
just threw shade at the DMV though?
Because like the way the energy came at Baltimore at the start, I was coming jovial, and I was like, wait a minute. It was like, oh, Baltimore. It's like, wait a second. We got the best crabs in the area. Like, just let's
not even close.
We got
I
some
thought
positive.
you guys were just all one big crab. I'm sorry.
Like me too,
Oh, we crabs in a barrel.
Like,
I mean,
sorry.
I mean, like, there's a reason Jimmy Seafood is Jimmy Seafood. There's a reason Baltimore is a hot wrestling town. Nobody says we coming to the DMV. Like, I'm just telling you, because there's a certain passion, there's a certain fan base, there's a certain ideology, there's a certain strength about where we come from, and it shows. Like, even in how we conduct ourselves. Think about the NWA in the early South. Think about WCW. Think about when Ring of Honor first came to Sinclair Broadcast. They moved an entire company to Baltimore because they understand that the fan base is passionate. They're rugged. They're no nonsense, and you can't do that in Northern Virginia. You can't do that in DC where the politicians are. You can't do that in Moe County where all the money is. So Baltimore's Baltimore is called Charm City because it's a special place. It's a lot of hidden charms. Like if you come here and you understand it, you get it. I think Tiana, you would love aspects of Baltimore because you're a photographer. So as an artist, you can appreciate certain aspects and certain hidden gems that you can create from. And I know that because I've seen your work. I'm a huge fan of it because of the style of photos that you shoot and that you edit it from Black Wrestling Fest. I said, oh yeah, she gets it. I said, I wish I would have had the chance to talk to you a little bit more. I'm a hobbyist, but I'm also a designer. So when you see photographers at best and you see them bring their art to life, I was like, oh yeah, she's really, really good. So let me say that first and foremost. So like when you look at it from that perspective, naturally, trust me, like there's places and there's aspects of Baltimore, but if you just come and look at it from the distance or you watch it from TV, of course you're going to highlight all the sensationalized aspects of it. But you know, that's anywhere because the way we saw New York on TV and then was different from my personal experience. And I was like, oh, this is pretty dope. They even made fun of it a little bit in the Second Coming to America movie, where like when you watch it in 1984, 85, it was very rugged, it was very urban, it was very ethnic. But then when you watch the second one, the joke was it was overly gentrified. Like you used to be afraid to go in certain neighborhoods. Now it was a Starbucks and a Barnes and Nobles and things like that. So, you know, I think in any region, any place you go to, man. But one thing you can definitely bank your dollar on is that there's substance in Baltimore. I mean, we're proof of it. So. We may not be the popular kids in the room, but trust me, we definitely want you that you would love to be in a fight with.
You know what's unfortunate about Baltimore is that he was representing.
Wow.
Like,
that was personal. Like that was personal. Like that was personal.
It is personal.
That was personal. Like I can't even say nothing about that. I mean,
listen.
Defend yourself, brother. Say something.
Fight,
hey, bro. I don't have
I'm
time
gonna have
for
no choice but to fight with her. But I promise you, I'll be. Whoever I'm swinging at, that's trying to swing at P, I'm really swinging at P for making me fight. Now I'm gonna go get a drink.
The thing about you is that he gonna let me talk shit for a while, then he gonna come with the haymaker.
There it is. There it is.
That's the thing.
That sounds like you.
It's like
that sounds like brother you.
Yes, it does.
I guess that's how Maryland does it.
No, that's
don't do that.
No,
I don't. Baltimore, Maryland counts their money and counts their real estate land. all their rich counties. I think PG County is the largest, richest black county in the country.
Oh wow!
And that's Prince George's County, Maryland. I mean, hey, listen, cheers to black excellence.
Cheers to black excellence.
But yeah, I don't have time for you right now, P. I'm not dealing with the Gumper tree today.
I don't think she knows what that means. She's not from Baltimore.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know what it means.
Wait, what does it mean?
Don't worry about it. I'll let you
got it. You got it, Hugh. So I want to just shout out everyone in the comments right now.
Hey, it's a party.
Yes, everyone that's joining us for July edition of Thirsty Thursday. I love that because it's so fucking hot. Most people on the stream are hydrating. Actually, Letty, can I get some water? Like that's
the Letty, dope
Letty
as well.
What up,
I
Letty?
love that she gets so much love.
What's her Instagram again? I want to see her work too.
King Letty.
King Letty _ She doesn't have her work on like her Instagram. She's really good at her like reels, and she's a social media manager for a fashion magazine. So
nice.
You know, her reels are really cool and stuff like that. So yeah.
Look, Letty said at Invictus Pro, she said, "Hey Brian, want me take pictures?" Yeah, she got the best moments, you know. And
yeah, she got really good shots that night.
Nah, that's dope.
Especially one with Bougie going through the door.
Oh, that was good. Her and Hugh got good photos.
Mhm.
That was a fun night.
It was.
That was
What we
really a
talking
fun night.
Yeah, I was mad. My sister Amber didn't make the trip. She get a call at the last minute. Oh, I was about to come surprise you.
How dare I get stuck in traffic? That's so
yeah. How
horrible
dare
of
you?
me.
Because you left Maryland so late.
Your job is hanging by a thread, Brian. I suggest you call back. You just got it back.
Got that lately.
I'm sorry, I didn't speak to you, Miss Amber. How you doing?
Good, Hugh. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I gotta make sure I speak to her, yo. She likes to beat me up.
Yeah, you
Strong.
seen the guns in that photo that I
Yeah,
took that
bro.
she didn't give me credit for?
Hey,
Oh my
hey.
God. There's a lot of tension.
I was like, this is a violent group, man. This
On
is what y'all
here
pulled me
tonight.
into.
Hey, look, this
No,
this
listen,
is
we
literally
just
all my
getting-
favorite people. So I'm
Listen,
having fun.
we just proven to people that Dwayne Allen is a real person. Now he about to go into hiding again, and we're not gonna see him no
you know
more.
it. I just listen. I
Like
only make a
y'all
person
real
for special
volatile
occasions.
today. What's going on?
If Krista's saying we volatile, then we must be fucking.
And
No,
I'm
that's
always
true.
the violent one. It's the
Nah,
hangover
see,
talking. I'm sorry.
Look, the first volatile when I saw Krista about to get violent was that night when the dude tried to attack when he attacked Seth Rollins, and we was right there. Krista was like, "Yo, I know he ain't coming over here." When they brought the security guard, because we was
Yo, I remember me and Brian did an interview like not long after Survivor Series weekend.
yeah, like 2 weeks or something later.
And he was talking about that incident, and I said in the interview like, "Oh, I'm never worried about Krista." Like, that's one person that if shit turn up, I'm not worried about.
Because like they brought him like over, so like naturally I was like, "Yo, like just
crazy.
and Chris was like, yeah, let him come over here."
Like
Let
the
him come
shit
over
was
here.
just so crazy to me because we're sitting there and we just see like Seth Rollins go down. So we like, what the was that a part? Was that a wrestler? Who was that? And then come to find out it wasn't a wrestler, it was a fan. But the thing that really got me upset was the fact that he was bragging and boasting about it as he kept talking. And then Seth Rollins' stylist got into it. And he almost got kicked out. So he was just bragging and boasting. Like he was like still kind of swinging while he coming up the aisle. I'm on the end. So if you're gonna get a shaking, we're gonna get a shaking. Like, don't do that. Like, we there to enjoy a show and have a good time. You want to be stupid to attack a wrestler. Like, get it. Seth Rollins is doing his job to make you want to do it, but don't do that and try to fuck up a show for everybody else.
The funny thing is that he had got scammed about a fake Seth Rollins account, and he gave Seth Rollins mad money, so he wanted revenge, and he said one day I'm gonna go to a show and I'm gonna get revenge, and he got revenge.
That guy, whoever scammed, was probably sitting back laughing his tail
Yo,
off.
I said the same thing when it was happening. I
Busting
said,
a
I
gut.
would love to meet the person that scammed him. Also, as much as I love my favorite wrestlers, like if Big E DM me, I'm not giving you money, bro.
Like you have it. What are you talking about? You
realistically,
have
like,
it.
I'll give you other things, but not money.
That guy has to assume some type of responsibility. Whoa, hot take. Whoa, time out.
Drink to that. Drink to that one right there.
Oh,
Drink to that
oh.
one right there.
Excuse me. As I was saying, that threw me off for a second. Hold on.
I can tell you haven't been to Thirsty Thursday before.
No, I'm
he will literally
clearly
throw some stuff out there that and if you don't catch it, you don't catch it. You gotta.
I see.
You
Let me
gotta
put some
listen real
Always
close.
fucking catches it.
Let me put some more ice in my drink. Time out. All right, there we go.
You're gonna have to get. You gotta get a little bit more fizzy.
I forgot what I was even talking about.
We were talking about Seth Rollins' fucking crazy ass fan.
Yes. That fan had to take some type of responsibility. Like, Seth Rollins you were not giving money to Seth Rollins. Like, we got to
Well,
start.
he was special. It came out that he was like special.
I was just about to
wasn't-
say it probably had to be some type of mental health, situation that he had going on. Because I think when he got released, didn't he like cut a promo on Twitter?
Yeah,
he cut a promo.
He was bragging about it.
He was
I was
bragging.
watching on it in the airport the next
I'm
day.
gonna do it again, and I'm
He
gonna go to
planned it.
every
He was
wrestling
like-
event and do it again.
He had
Yeah.
posted a video being when he was in like the balcony, like right at the entryway, and he was saying on his shit like, "Oh, when Seth Rollins come out, I'm gonna jump down there and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that," and he did that shit.
Yeah, it was obvious brother wasn't okay.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your mental health very seriously.
Absolutely. So I wanna talk about something because Tiana had mentioned a wrestler earlier who I feel does not get enough the credit that he deserves. and that is Tess. R.I.P. to Tess.
Yo, that was
I feel
Hugh's
like
favorite wrestler back in
Yeah.
7th grade.
Tess does not get the credit he deserves. Like I was
don't.
watching the Attitude Era. First of all, Tess has some of the best fucking music. How about that?
Yo, what?
In the
You think,
beginning,
you think so?
Tell me
Tess-
about it.
Tess had
His music
I'm
was
like,
fire.
his music was fire. Like, and then I was watching something on Facebook when they was talking about how like after like the whole date rape marriage scenario, you know, the marriage, she was date raped.
Yeah. By her future husband.
Yeah, right.
Is that what we calling it?
That was date
Yeah.
rape. Like
She was drugged.
the Attitude
Taken
Era.
advantage of.
The Attitude Era really fucked us up, and I'm not gonna stop saying that.
With the t-shirt.
We
So-
get the shirt, get the t-shirt.
So you felt like we're desensitized to a lot of things because of the attitude era.
Yeah, I don't know if we're desensitized, but we was definitely oblivious at that time.
Sure.
It was definitely things that I know like, you know, when you're a kid and like, it's like, I kind of know I'm not supposed to be watching this, but I don't know why I'm not supposed to be watching this. But the fact that I'm watching this with my dad, it's like, oh, this is.
Watching it with my brother,
Yeah.
watching it by myself. Like
That's
go
how it
there,
was,
watch
though.
wrestling.
It's
Okay.
wrestling, so
It's
it
wrestling,
didn't matter.
like,
It's not.
But-
It's not. Yeah.
there were a lot of things we were oblivious to. Like we didn't realize like Stephanie was sitting there asleep. We not thinking, oh my God, they drugged her. She's drunk. She's passed out. And then he went to go consummate the marriage. You raped her.
Oh, he did say
technically.
that.
He said that.
Yeah,
You raped her.
definitely
Sis asleep. You raped her. Okay.
A couple times.
A couple times. All night. In the words of Triple H. Consummated all night.
Mm.
Yep.
But
It's different. You hear something with
I-
adult ears.
right. I was watching about like after that whole scenario, like the company kind of just dropped Tess. Like Tess went from being at the top to like mid card to like not really, you know, and he
Nothing at
doesn't
all.
get enough credit. And it's sad that he died so young. He doesn't get enough credit. So I want y'all to name who y'all think is an underrated wrestler that doesn't get enough credit. I said Tess.
Can I ask you
He-
one?
Go
Can I ask you
ahead.
one question before you keep going about Tess? What did you think of his tag team run with Albert, with TNA and Trish Stratus?
I love TNA. I
Okay.
love TNA.
Do you feel like he didn't get his just due, like, you know, around that time? Because I do agree with you. Like, I don't remember anything from that moment all the way up until that tag team. So it's like, well, what was Tess doing?
Right. Tess wasn't really doing anything. He was like in a corporation, and then
Yeah.
the brand split, not the brand split, the buying of ECW or whatever. And like Tess and Stephanie had like about 2-3 more interactions after that. And I remember one of the promos, like they was talking, and he was like something about basically calling her a bitch, but in a nice way. Like, oh yeah, you're that bitch, or something like that. But I did love TNA. I feel like they should have done more with TNA. They still should have done more with Tess. Like after he cut his hair, then the whole him being in an abusive situation with Stacy Keibler, like they just kind of dropped the ball with him. And you know, he ended up passing at the age of 30.
He was young.
35?
Yeah,
he was
very
young.
What about his last run, his ECW run? I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut anybody off, but his last
That I
run,
didn't watch.
he came back in phenomenal shape. And I was like, okay.
That's when he
looks
had
like
his haircut, right?
Yeah, he had his hair cut. He was jacked. And I was like, he looks like a main event player now versus a guy that was kind of, you know, mid card, you know, utility guy, good hand.
I just
But I
felt like
think-
he could. I felt like he couldn't find himself. Creative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't really
Yeah.
cut a promo, honestly. So-
No, he wasn't good at talking.
Yeah, he wasn't good at talking, and that's something that's very big, especially at that time. And everybody had a catchphrase and this and that, and it's unfortunate because, like I said, like Brian said, look, I love Tess, man. Tess he had it all.
You know, how many
Except
times I got in
promos,
trouble
so-
listening to you sing that song.
Yeah, all day.
Conduct slip.
all day. But yeah,
Yeah,
Wait. So,
So-
what was your first wrestling memory? I'm curious.
Oh boy.
golly. All I remember is when I was very, very little, my grandma and my mom talking about Ric Flair and Sting. And I remember seeing Sting, and he was like one of my favorite wrestlers when I first started watching him, the blonde Sting, Beach Sting. Because, you know, of course, I'm a kid, face paint, he's a good guy, whatever, charisma. Like, that's what I really remember. First match-wise, I would say that Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, we talked about this before. The ladder match at WrestleMania. That was the one that I actually like was it really invested into. But other than that, it was just like bits and pieces here and there. But I remember just like certain wrestlers, like Ric Flair, like I said, of course Hogan, Terry, or whatever his name is.
I don't know
Sting.
Terry.
I don't know that neither one of them.
Hulk Hogan,
Right.
brother.
Thank you.
Brian,
Mr.
you got to
America.
chill. Oh, I'm definitely gonna let P come at you.
He's
If
a
you don't chill.
Hulkamaniac.
Right. But yeah, that's all I remember. It's like bits and pieces here and there from when I was smaller.
So guys, back to the question at hand. I just want to just see where your minds are. I said the most underrated wrestler in my opinion is Tess. P, who's yours?
Underrated
Underrated, like
from
no
the Attitude Era or in general? Because
in general.
list. Okay.
Just one, because I'm not dealing with you today. Just one.
Underrated. I guess just because it's hot right now, I would say Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
Sure.
And that-
Brother, he's
I
other
can
favorite
accept
wrestler.
that.
Like
Yeah, brother, you
consistent,
marking out.
like longevity. Like, I mean, Dolph hits that. Like, it's almost like he's so around, you forget he's around.
Yeah, I forgot
But
to
he
attack Austin
always
Theory last week.
Performs at his best, though. That's the thing. Like, it's not like, you know, he's in a, even if he's like doing some stupid shit, like he's gonna sell like crazy. He's gonna put on a show. He has super charisma. He's hot on the mic. Like, I mean, he literally has everything it takes.
Does it hurt him that he looks so much like his demeanor look like it's so much Shawn Michaels and Mr. Perfect X?
No,
No, not at all.
it
He's
doesn't.
Not
his
at all.
own person.
I know
Yeah,
he's his
not at
own
all.
person, but I'm saying like what's the thing that's keeping him from being
I
know,
just
That's
I
a
feel
good
like because I feel like he's in that position where he's so damn good and he does come off with with a Shawn Michael-esque and Mr. Perfect-esque thing. It's like they don't know what to do with him. Because it's like we've done this with Mr. Perfect already. We've
There
done
you
this
go.
with Shawn Michaels.
That's
So
exactly
what are
what
we
it
gonna
is.
do with this? Literally, if them two had a baby, Dolph Ziggler.
just
Like,
does
what are
that
we gonna
hurt him?
do?
That's the
Straight
truth,
up.
though.
What are we gonna do?
Straight up.
That is the honest God truth. I couldn't have said it better myself. That is
Like,
the
what are we
truth.
gonna do?
Right.
T, who you think your most underrated wrestler is?
So my brain is just like clicking right now. So I'm like on the side talking to my girlfriend. She's like, she's giving me names right now.
Ooh, I want to hear that. I
And
want
I'm
to hear
like,
that.
oh, she said Goldust. And I have like,
Ooh, that's a good
That's a
one.
and
That's
she's
a
like
good
D-Lo
one.
Brown. I'm like, who D-Lo Brown?
Yes.
Yo, your girlfriend got to be on our
Hey,
stream.
Definitely took one of mine. Definitely
Yeah,
took one of mine.
Definitely took one of mine, right? Yeah.
Tell him.
D'Lo Brown, absolutely.
Nah, we don't do Mick Foley. I don't care about him in the sock.
Uh-oh.
Mick Foley. I wouldn't say Mick Foley's
Like, maybe-
underrated.
is it like
I
a
would
little
say
schizo or like
I wouldn't say Mick Foley's underrated. I would just say Mick Foley is not appreciated enough. Like he's done a lot. Like,
it's
but people
11
don't.
of him.
It's 3 of him, but he doesn't do. He's not appreciated enough, and this is because Mick Foley had a long career before WWE. People don't realize that when he's in WWE, everybody's just like, "Oh my god, his career was so short." By the time he got to WWE, he was already almost out the game.
And
You got to
also,
understand that. But he was almost out of wrestling when he was in WWE.
And-
So I don't think he's not. I don't think he's underrated. I just feel like he's just not appreciated enough. in a sense.
Like,
I don't even blame him. I think it's the reality is he came up with Austin and Rock. Like that's for him to be a number 3 in that list. Like it was maybe 4 or 5 guys that kind of defined the Attitude Era, and he was at least in that group. But it's like I mean, it was tough to come up with Rock and Austin. Like you come up in that era, those two, like
Look
you
at
were
Ken
going to.
Shamrock.
I mean, see, Ken Shamrock doesn't even qualify. Like we're talking like Undertaker, Mankind, Kane. You know what I mean? Like Triple H. Those guys were all big time players, and they still all had to play second and third and fourth fiddle to Austin and Rock. It was literally those 2 guys. So I mean,
Yeah, I'm saying like guys like JR would say like Shamrock, as good as he was at the wrong time because of that. You know,
Yeah,
where
absolutely.
but Ken Shamrock never
Absolutely.
did anything after that though. Like if you're that good, you're gonna go somewhere and do it regardless.
But Ken Shamrock isn't he still wrestling or MMA or something? He's still active. He's doing stuff. We just
and
don't know it yet. But he's doing stuff. Amber, who's your underrated wrestler?
Just one?
You can name whoever. I just had to stop P at one because then she would Shoot, keep going.
We talking for days.
Well, that's not nice.
All right, Hugh.
Haymaker.
Listen,
All right, I'm gonna say Tajiri is super underrated. I was
Absolutely.
watching some of his stuff recently.
Wait, I'm sorry, who?
Tajiri.
Tajiri.
Yeah.
They need to hurry up and put Jazz in the Hall of Fame.
Facts.
Period.
Let's toast to that.
Huh?
Let's toast to that.
Oh yeah.
Jazz.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at those two.
So that's-
Okay, Dwayne.
I have three to come to mind, and I'll keep it at three. The first one to me, obviously, is probably Cesaro, Claudio Castagnoli. I mean, just what can't he do besides, I guess, in the business terms, draw? You know what I mean? But I just think that if, like I enjoyed all of his runs at some point. Like when you look at his body of work and what he was able to do, I've been a fan of his all the way through, and it's like he never kind of broke through. And we thought that moment he had with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania was going to be that final piece, but unfortunately, it wasn't. But the other two, one I'll say Shelton Benjamin. He's probably my favorite, most underrated guy. Just same thing. Shelton's not good on the shtick. He's not much of a talker. He doesn't have a big personality, but he still he has his place in history because he has so many iconic moments in professional wrestling, and also what he was able to do in Japan. You know what I mean? Every run he had outside of WWE, and then even in Ring of Honor he had when he reunited with Charlie Haas, that we got a front row seat for, and even him coming back and then being in the tag team with Chad Gable and then Cedric Alexander in the Hurt Business, and now he still find a way to stay relevant and work with young talent. He's one of the biggest ones. But probably another one is Lance Storm. Like you look at Lance Storm, he was one of the Impact players. Lance Storm and Just Incredible in ECW was probably my favorite tag team. Late 99ish. I know everyone talks about the Dudleys, but I was more of a Dudleys fan when they got to WWE more than they were in ECW. But Lance Storm is probably one of the greatest in-ring technicians to ever lace him up, and he's a phenomenal teacher from what I'm hearing. And just the way he was able to take his personality and didn't have to change it, right? So we look at a guy like Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler kind of struggles to connect permanently because, like you said, we've kind of seen it already. When Lance Storm, he has kind of a straight face, no nonsense kind of personality when it comes to his character and how he projects himself. He's a professional wrestler, and he wants you to know it. So then he goes to WCW late in his career, and he becomes un-American. He, as I call it, the first generation of Team Canada. When he got Hacksaw Jim Duggan to Turncoat, the first time we seen primetime Elix Skipper, we saw Lance Storm take his personality, and that was put on display to be a heel. You know what I mean? Like he didn't have to change who he was. He didn't have to start smiling and dancing. He stayed who he was, and he found a way for it to make him work. And he, with his whole Canadian supremacy deal, and then when he became United States champion, he put the Canadian flag on. He became the Canadian championship in WCW. Those are the lost tape files, and during WCW's bad years. But those three guys are probably the most underrated guys. Of course, it's a handful, but those are the three that most likely stand out to me.
Okay, Brian.
William Regal.
I forget that he was a wrestler.
Yeah,
right.
I forget that he was just so good at managing and.
But even you look at a lot of stuff in the '90s, and I remember as a child watching him on WCW Saturday Night.
Don't date yourself, brother.
Oh, I don't care. 86.
Look,
I'll be 36 in 2 weeks. Nah, I'm just
trying.
Birthday. So, but
I'm still 22.
Oh, me too.
Facts. Period.
Y'all full of it. But I remember watching him on WCW Saturday Night, and I couldn't stand him. But just watching the matches and just seeing his influence on the business and seeing his influence on wrestlers, and you hear all the stories about what he gives to the young kids and stuff. And I met that dude in Dallas. He almost broke my hand. I'm like, it's like him and Doug Williams, two people. I shook their hand. It was like, if they wanted to, they could have broke it, and I wouldn't have been able to do nothing about it.
You just named another underrated guy, Doug freaking Williams.
Oh, I was thinking about the football player, but yeah, you can talk about him.
I'm talking about the UK legend, Doug Williams.
Yeah, there's another one.
I don't even know who that is, so I'm pretty sure he's definitely underrated.
He had a late run in TNA. So if you watch when I guess Magnus, what's this Nick Aldis was kind of they had the British invasion. Doug Williams and AJ Styles used to tear the house up in TNA. A lot of old school catch style wrestling. Like it was when you look at it, today's audience might not appreciate it as much, at least stateside. But I mean,
They
just,
wouldn't.
just phenomenal
They
worker.
wouldn't.
You know what I mean? Phenomenal work. When you look at it, you go, wow. Like he made me want to say, if I was a wrestler, I want to learn all that style and then bring that back to the States, because it gives you a versatility like that we saw Daniel Bryan have and AJ Styles have, because they work with guys like Doug Williams in the UK, and him, Regal, Nick Aldis to a degree, and a lot of those guys that kind of get lost in the shuffle because they weren't on the mainstream television as far as WWE is concerned. But those all underrated.
That's the thing, though. A
you.
lot of American
Okay.
wrestling fans are spoiled.
Oh yeah,
It's
big
like
time.
you're not doing a double Spanish fly through a flaming table. It's like they're not
Yeah.
impressed.
Yeah, right. True. It's like we as fans, because I really wasn't put onto like New Japan Pro and stuff until later on. So we as fans, like seeing an I Quit match, which still gives me nightmares to this very day, was like the best thing. Seeing Undertaker throw Mankind off of a steel cage was the best thing. If it's not brutal enough for us, we really don't care for it. You got to be really invested to be like, yo, that move right there, that move set, that. Like, I didn't even appreciate Undertaker walking the top rope until he did it later. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, vintage Taker. But you're right, we're very spoiled. Go ahead,
It's also
Hugh.
a territorial thing too. I'm sorry, I keep cutting.
No, go
I
ahead. Do
keep
your thing.
interrupting.
Do your thing.
But it's also a territorial thing too, because I've noticed in the South, they're a lot more appreciative of wrestling. You know what I mean? Like slower pace, a little bit of technicality, but just you can really make $1 out of 15 cents with moves in the South versus in the East Coast,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right. Hugh, who's your underrated?
I would go with Owen Hart.
Mm.
It might be just like the time he was in, because there's
Yeah.
a lot of stars at that time, so it might be more of like an unappreciated. But that dude was awesome. He
Yeah.
was a cruiserweight who could move up to the heavyweight scene, handle himself well. He was very technical. He was a mat general, a ring general, and like at that time, like it was only a couple people. Bret, well, of course, his brother Bret Hart, and basically him, And it was a shame that he really didn't get that push. I just felt like he just ended up in the mid card, like the lower mid card, and he didn't get that push that he deserved. He was great on the mic, but he just ended up in the nation. That was about it. He had that one push where he went up against his brother, and that right there could have been like, that could be
I
a
love that
WWE
match.
rival.
They could have
right
did
there.
it better, yeah.
Right, that
Wrestling
could have been
at
a new
time.
documentary right there. So like,
What?
what's up, Brian?
No, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you guys, like, when you think about it too, like that's how the business was, especially with like a little bit of paper. Well, the TV product. I think in today's day and age, they exchanging the titles. Brett and Owen, you might get an Owen run out of that. I think back then you could do 8-month run with the championship.
Okay.
I mean, true, but for Owen, I feel like it was like he was kind of bounced around from like faction to faction. It was very small window where he was like by himself, and then
They didn't know what to do with him.
They didn't, and then by the time he was by himself, unfortunately, he was the Blue Blazer, and
Blazer, right? Yeah, that was like, come on.
It went back to that.
it went bad. It went bad.
Yeah, he was
that
doing
day.
double duty. He was tagging with Jeff Jarrett at the time as well. He was,
Yep.
tagging with Jeff Jarrett, his own heart, and then secretly still trying to do the Blue Blazer gimmick. So, yeah.
Then you when you read his wife's book, you hear like he didn't really like buck the system too much. He was like, okay, he showed up to work, did what he's supposed to do. Yeah, and unfortunately it cost him.
But I feel like that's what all the Hearts that's what they were taught to do, be a team.
Right. I mean,
player,
you
be
grew up in the
this.
business.
Yeah,
Watching Bret Hart's story over and over again, and how he didn't want to drop the belt to Shawn because Shawn was an asshole and all of this, whatever. Like, he was still willing to be a team player. He was still willing to, do it, but you got to have some type of respect and stuff about yourself.
A toast to the King of Hearts.
A toast to the King of Hearts.
Toast to the King of Hearts. To Miss Owen.
It's crazy how after watching Dark Side,
Ooh.
Listen,
That was,
Dark Side is rough.
Dark
it's
Side
very
is
rough. That's why WWE had to like. No, we'll take control of how our stories are told.
Yeah, that's where we get the A&E biographies from to try to find some balance.
Hell yeah.
Straight up.
They
Straight up.
yeah. No.
'Cause
Once
Dark
you-
Side is putting people to sleep.
But
Like,
I was
ooh.
just gonna say, once you realize one episode has the influence to cancel a legend like Ric
Yes,
Flair,
indeed.
that's when Vince was like, "Oh no, we're gonna have to bring that control back, back this."
But my
way."
thing is that were people really surprised? Like, I'm really gonna say here,
I'm not
were people really surprised by Ric Flair's behavior? He's
No.
been talking about it
Nah.
his entire goddamn career.
Not at all.
And
He's been talking about it. So why are people so? Oh my God, we gotta cancel Ric Flair.
because
Dreamer, on
Dark
the other
Side,
hand, Dreamer's comments and stuff. On the other hand,
That was
he should
different.
have chosen
That
his
was
words
different.
carefully.
yes.
I mean,
He
the
went too
show is
far.
called Dark Side of the Ring.
Right.
Like, it's gonna be dark.
Right, and I don't understand people don't get that. But my thing is that with I know it's gonna, for me personally, for Dreamer to say the comments and make the comments that he said, and then like, well, I got daughters and I got a wife, and if they were in that situation, I would just say, well, you was, that's not what you say, especially if you have
No,
females in your life that you will want to protect at all times.
absolutely.
Like one of the
Yeah,
weirdest
he's wrong.
things was like how much Tommy Dreamer defended Ric Flair having to pull his dick out everywhere. Like he was very like, that's just Ric Flair and that the boys pop for that. And I'm like you're a grown ass man on television saying that it's okay for this behavior to happen, let alone a fucking stewardess is literally terrified because she's backed up into a fucking corner.
Mhm.
Like, and they're gonna compare what she went through, like whatever. Anyway,
It's
fuck
just
Dark
horrible.
Side. Fuck that behavior.
Dreamer was trying. He could tell he was old school, trying to protect one of the boys, trying to protect the legend.
Of
He was trying
course.
to
Yeah.
take one for the team. But you know what the
Right.
crazy part about that whole situation was? WWE told that same story through their little cartoon thing called Story Time.
Yep.
Like somebody brought it up, and
Cute show, by the way.
Oh yeah, I miss story time.
and they told the
Shout out
exact
to the
same
network.
story, and it was I missed the network, not Stupid Peacock. I'm not gonna go on that rant because this is not my show.
You can do it because I do it every day.
So like I was like, wait a minute, they told this exact same story, and it always comes down to presentation, and
But they made it more comical for us to laugh and be like, "Oh my God, I
Well,
wouldn't want
because
to
we
be on
saw-
that plane ride."
we've only
The
heard one side of that
delivery was
story.
different.
Exactly.
The delivery was different.
We had no idea how traumatized this
And
young lady
again,
was.
Right. That's WWE controlling the narrative.
There you go.
Now we're like, oh, that's Ric Flair being Ric Flair. Like, no,
Yep.
no. And that's why
I
they
just
could
want to know
not
how it's
let
going to
Vice.
turn out now.
They could not let Vice be in control of that story. Like, no, they create their own history. Like, we're not gonna let Vice do that for us. Like, we're gonna
Yeah, like Austin 316
Dexter,
signs
whatever.
everywhere.
Right.
Oh my god,
The lies.
that was
The lies.
fascinating. Do y'all listen to Book of Wrestling?
Yeah, I hope you
I haven't
do.
listened to the Rock one yet. I don't know why I didn't listen to the Rock one yet, but I am the
Yeah,
residential
why
Rock.
haven't you?
We gave you that. Well, Kaz gave you that title, and you don't even listen to
did.
the Rock episode.
Yeah, what's
Because-
going on?
You know what's crazy? Around the time when that episode was coming out, I was fast mode, Summer Jam, this, that. Like, I have no time to.
Well, you got plenty of binge because I've been
I
working.
do,
on
and
it.
I can't wait. I'm gonna do it when we get off of here while I'm cooking my food. I'm gonna listen to
You
it.
will not be
because
disappointed.
No,
if
not at all.
I
That's a good
hear
listen.
something wrong about The Rock, me and Tiana coming for you.
Uh-oh.
Why are you coming for me? I ain't write the script.
I'm
Right.
just saying, I
Produced it.
can't go after Shoemaker. He's Shoemaker.
Yeah, you can.
I love him.
He gonna
You make
be
it
like,
demand,
all right, he gonna come right on your show. I'm putting this out there. He'll come right on your show. Like, yeah. So what's up?
I'm like, so David, like, what, so, and y'all already know me. Y'all know I don't hold back nothing. I don't hold back shit. Yeah, but
I know you pulled up on it at Wally Mania.
right. And he remembered me. That's things you have to do. He remembered me.
Aw.
Like, I told him, I was like, I'm the one who sent you the email
Mhm.
about the wrestling, about body shaming and wrestling for my thesis. He goes, that was you. He goes, out of all the emails and stuff that I read, I definitely remember that one from you. And it's nice to finally meet you. And he said my name. And then that's how we ended up on the
Yeah,
Masked
because like
Man.
right before you got there, I was like, P was standing up there. I was like, yo, come here. And that's when I introduced her to P. And then next thing I know, like I turned around and I saw y'all two talking. So and then you was like, yo, we're gonna be on the Masked Man. I was like, all right, dope.
And we were.
And it was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
So yeah, make sure you listen to that episode, Die Rocky Die. But yeah, the Austin
That hurt
316
my
one
heart.
that I'm on. Yeah, no signs.
That is.
See, did you know that?
I did
Did
not
you-
know that. I did
No,
not know
Tiana, did you know that?
that. Oh.
So there was one episode.
No,
It was a Raw where after Austin cut his promo, the Austin 316 says, "I just whipped your ass." The next day, apparently, there was like all these Austin 316 signs. Supposedly.
Allegedly.
However, in good old WWE fashion, they weren't there. Like they put them in so
No,
people can make it seem like.
No, we checked. I checked. I had to watch that episode front to back. There was no signs. There wasn't a sign that showed up. This was in June. There wasn't a sign that showed up till October.
So why would they make it seem like it was there like the day after?
Because
they have to hype that.
It's,
I
it's
don't
the
want
media.
this to reflect on Stone Cold's legacy.
I think it's genius,
I was
personally.
about to say, why not?
Amber.
Yeah.
So
worked.
actually
man.
now, Brian, put this on your to-do list. So after my matches, you need to go in
Oh
and
my God, you
edit
still have a job.
and put Amber Rodriguez signs everywhere.
Hey, we'll make signs this weekend when you
Yeah.
know when at the Shamrock Cup. So
Damn, I wish I had my car. We would have been out.
I know. Yo, if you had your car, do you know how often we would probably be in Maryland or
every weekend.
Baltimore's in Maryland, right? Yeah.
No.
All the time.
We just discussed this.
She does it on purpose all the time.
She's had a few. It's okay.
She does this all. This is why I'm like, I don't want to fight, like, because she does this, but I know I
He
have to.
separated them. He separated them. I don't
But
know.
P always wants to smoke.
Oh
Like
my
she thinks she a
God.
street prophet.
I thought all Obey was created equal.
no,
What?
What?
Oh.
It blew my
Listen, we from
mind.
New York, okay? We don't know shit about what goes on DMV and then Baltimore. We thought it was
Who cares?
connected. So y'all explained it for us, and now you know.
You
Why
blew
y'all
my
explained it to
mind.
us? I respect it. I just need P to respect it.
I don't
That's
think that's
not
gonna happen.
starting.
That's
I'm
not
not in
gonna
the mood to fight.
Mm.
Okay,
All Obey created equal.
that should be on the shirt. That should be on the shirt. I thought
Hey.
all Obey was created equal. Credits to T. I like that.
Mhm.
You know, I also like the Hannah Montana Amber Rodriguez
Yes.
design too. That steel is
Yeah.
also
It's
available on
not
the
Hannah
website.
Montana at all. It's completely not related to Disney at all. I don't want to get
At,
sued.
Not
at all.
Definitely not at all.
It's a
Because
dope
Amber did it better. Huh.
Fair
Who's your
use of
favorite
parodies.
opponent, Amber? I'm curious.
Who's what?
Your
Who's your
favorite
favorite
opponent?
Nyla Rose.
Wait, why is that? I only like know of her like kind of through AEW, but is she just like a good worker?
She's a good everything. I can't speak highly enough about her, honestly. Just the way she puts things together. I go to her for creative inspiration all the time. Every time we've wrestled, it's been an experience to say the least.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched Nyla coach interviewers, and it was the greatest thing I've seen in like 15, within that 15 minutes. Like how she coached the interviewer after how to, be comfortable with her.
Yeah.
And she said she do the same thing with referees.
I think that
Underrated. It's another
No.
underrated.
absolutely Nyla Rose is underrated. So I need to talk about
Uh-oh. you see, so when somebody does that dramatic pause, you're like, wait a minute, buckle your seatbelt. She said, so.
We should all kind of toast real quick before Krista B sounds off about something.
I don't think this is a sound off. But I'll drink because you said
I still gotta listen to that last one.
which one? The Vince Russo one?
Yes.
And I'm a text to that too. Like, hey, I got your back, girl, because we're not gonna do that. We're not
He
gonna
tried
sit here.
it. He
We
tried it.
I'm scared to ask.
So
I'm
for
leaving
those of you who don't know, I came across an article. Vince Russo was on a podcast, and he basically definitely said that Bianca is so stupid and brain dead to be distracted by Becky for her to lose the match against Carmella. So y'all all know me and Bianca are cool. We speak, I No, we're not going to disrespect her. So I'm going to call you out on your shit. Because you don't talk about that about a white woman. I've never heard you speak about that about a white woman ever. And there's been many a times where a white woman has been distracted by another outside spectator in a championship match, and you ain't never call them brain dead or stupid. So don't do it to a black woman. So that's what that's about. So y'all could go check that out. But I do want to talk about. So I was watching Monday Night Raw, and I just realized like we're back in the same way that we started with this whole Becky, Bianca, and Carmella situation going into SummerSlam. And I'm just like, what the hell happened to Asuka? Where she went? Like, where did she go?
She doing?
She was just here.
She's tagging with Alexa.
Yeah.
She's tagging with Alexa.
Asuka, wait a minute now. Don't.
Excuse me? You know how they do Asuka. The main roster women's division is a hot ass mess.
Because they're not given enough time for all that talent. Like Asuka is ridiculous, first and foremost. So they can't even get her going, because if you get Asuka going that much, you got to put the strap on her. And they're like, listen, that's not what we're here to do creatively. We got to build and all this other stuff. So they got a cool Asuka off. I think that's how good she really is, though.
Isn't that crazy? Like, well,
I never thought about it like that, and that's amazing.
I watched Asuka and Charlotte Flair, and they could have made the match at WrestleMania. I said that could have closed the show. I said Asuka is that
was
good.
Such an amazing
That's
match.
One of the best wrestling matches I've ever seen. I don't care, men, women.
Shockingly, because people don't like that outcome, they dismiss the quality of the match. But that match literally, like, and they edited it a lot. I don't know if you've ever rewatched it and noticed they edited it a lot. But when Charlotte puts Asuka in the figure eight, her arm is bleeding, and like
and it's running down her blood.
I was just like, oh my god! And I didn't even care that Asuka tapped out. I was just like, this was the most amazing match I've ever seen.
But that's one of my favorite WrestleMania matches.
That's like a semblance to when Bret Hart put Stone Cold in the sharpshooter and he was bleeding all down his face, and it was just like that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Shout out to the women delivering at WrestleMania though. If you look at like this past decade, just they've been delivering. You look at last year with this year with Becky and Bianca, that match took an emotional ride.
We was there.
But the crazy part is, forget the match itself. That's one of the greatest stories ever told in WWE history. Like, that's going to go down, and that's the part that I loved about it the most. Is like they're gonna make sure that this story is cemented forever, because it's such an old school build up because of the distance in between. Like, we're coming up on a year, you know what I mean? And it's like the story it's still there. You don't see the women get that type of attention usually, not in recent day, but I think it's just a testament to how much they trust Becky Lynch and how much they trust in building Bianca. And it's like, it's a rivalry that I think I will always remember. It's going to go down as one of the greatest women's rivalries of all time. Like, when they give their Hall of Fame speeches, she's going to have to thank Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is going to thank Bianca Belair, even though Becky Lynch is ridiculous. She's like, when I say superstars, I mean superstars, like flat out. Like they've embarrassed a lot of the men on the roster. Go ahead.
100%.
That's true. And to me, to be honest, when they were doing the 4 horsewomen call up or whatever, Becky was pegged as the underdog, the underrated, and like really not, But now she's the man. She's big time Beck. She's literally really surpassing Charlotte and Sasha because, one, they're not there. And definitely,
Lord.
I would not go that far.
Right now, I just said because they're not there, Becky is surpassing them. I didn't say anything about talent-wise or who. Right now, because they're not there, I need y'all to listen before y'all try to attack. Right now, because they are not there, Becky is definitely surpassing. Not saying that Charlotte and Sasha and Bayley are not in conversations, but Becky is doing what she needs to do, and she's doing. That's what I mean, P. So,
I love her new character too. One thing I do enjoy.
What is it?
Watching, it's obnoxious. Just like Seth Rollins.
I was about to say, it's Seth Rollins, right?
Right. But
they shop in the same stores. Like, they be in the same, hey, you wear this one, I'll wear that one.
Shout out to Mackenzie.
Hey.
The designer.
Is that the stylist?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sasha's husband.
Oh, right. But what I like, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but I love the confidence. Like if you compare the first entrance to
Look at this.
Get him, fam.
Man, he does not because he's a terrible person.
Hey,
Not Earl.
I was about to. I
Who
didn't
is
want to put his
that?
name out there.
Wilkerson?
That's you.
Earl Wilkerson?
So
That's why
backstory.
you don't be in the chat
Hey.
on Facebook.
Yo, so
Hey,
That's so funny.
don't he have his own TV show? My name is Earl. Is
yo,
You know
so look,
what?
so we at BlurCon, right? And somebody said
Okay.
Earl, and then Amber just out of nowhere.
We got toast to that. We got toast to fam, and we got.
You know, some just catches you off guard, and you're like, did I just hear that correctly?
I was like, no, she did, and the whole room popped.
It was crazy, bro. But no, I don't
Earl.
have.
I mean, hey, that's his name. First of all, I just found out all of their ages when we were in Texas, and I was like, huh? What?
Wild information.
What? I mean, I'm not going to say it out here. That's not my place or my business.
Right.
But I was like, wait a minute. Wow. Okay.
I loved Dallas because I feel like we all like one had the time of our lives, and two, we was like all together for once. Like
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You was there. You was there via FaceTime. You was there, baby. You was there.
Was it okay? Was
No, we
that
ain't gonna talk about that.
okay? I'll stop.
We ain't gonna talk
wait,
about
is it Brian H.
I got
Williams'
it.
fault that she wasn't in Dallas?
No, it's not my fault.
Oh.
But the
No,
FaceTime,
no.
I forgot about.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the FaceTime later.
Okay. Okay. 'Cause I saw you there. That's what I got to say about that.
Y'all all in LA though, right?
I'm
For
planning
next
on being there.
I
I'm planning on
just
being
got
there.
back from LA. Wait, what are you talking
Definitely
about?
going to LA next
Oh, for
year.
WrestleMania next
For
year.
WrestleMania next year, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we
probably
all
gonna
in
do
there.
that.
Wrestling Realm in the building.
TWG takeover, like we did Dallas. We're gonna do LA.
I must say I love the Black Wrestle Fest vlog. It was like very entertaining.
Oh.
Yeah.
It really made me like I was like, oh my god, I loved it. It was funny, it was entertaining, and then it like helped us all like kind of relive that amazing like day.
I think that was the goal at the end of the day. We wanted to make sure that moment and that event kind of lived on timelessly. And I guess going into it the way we shot it and did it, we wanted to make sure that one, everybody got an opportunity to kind of get to know us a little bit better and chronicle, just our travels and our interactions with each other. Because what you saw on the camera is how we really act. We'll probably act worse. We were probably behaving ourselves a little bit more because we were on camera.
A little bit.
Yeah, but just of course, being a perfectionist, you go back and you say, oh, we could have got this, we could have done a little bit more, but that was kind of the the goal of it all. So, but I'm glad you enjoyed it though. Thank you, I appreciate it.
You want to know my favorite part?
Uh-oh.
My favorite part was when I was walking into the building, right, and P said something slick, and I just walked away from her.
Oh, when she asked you, did you get her food? She's like, you guys give me food, and he just walked right off.
Happened.
And I
That
walked away.
definitely happened. But
That's
so
the best
I
part
was
of the
told that our New York hospitality is on point. So that's the energy that Hugh brought from Maryland. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
You're right. You brought that energy.
All right,
to
guys.
Me,
I don't mean to be rude, but I gotta hop off of here.
Okay.
But thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. It
I'm
was
so
good
glad you
seeing you.
came. And I would love for you to plug yourself and your match this weekend and where people can find you in the future. We have to go to an Amber Rodriguez match.
Absolutely.
Sure do.
Yeah. All right. So that's at one Amber Rodriguez on Instagram and Twitter. Brian made it easy for me. Amber Rodriguez for the Facebook fan page, and come out to Joppa Saturday for the Shamrock Memorial Cup.
And go on her her Twitter and Instagram for the link for her merch store.
Ooh, look at Brian working for a bonus.
Listen, we need them bonuses. Gas prices is high, okay?
Thank you for joining us, Amber.
Thank you for having me.
Many times on those Wrestling Girls platform.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Have a good one, girl. Yes,
yeah,
gas prices are high, so we need these bonuses when we can touch them, okay?
Relax, Brian. Hold on to your job, yo.
I'm good. Look, I got the merch on. I'm straight. I got Wrestling Wralm merch right here. I'm holding down these jobs.
And you had a TWG shirt that you just kind of like tossed to the side, but it's all
It
right.
wasn't. You made it seem like I threw it
He
away.
did.
You was
He
just
did
like-
toss to the side.
he said-
I did see him toss to the side.
I
You
did see
did that.
that.
That's what you did.
To the
Yep.
chair.
Kind of like this.
But
and
you
one
just
like
kind of
that.
like
This has a negative
rolled it up.
connotation.
I didn't ball it up.
Did just a little bit, Brian.
I
Don't
did-
listen.
You always picking with me. I ain't even do anything this time. I
I'm
just-
always picking with you.
tossed it.
I'm always defending you. Let's
I don't
not
know,
start.
because sometimes.
No, I don't never pick with you. That is P. P be
No, we
picking.
know that, but that's a
I
different
want-
story.
I
That's funny. P
keep
be
to myself
picking.
and make sure everybody having a good time. That's it.
Hmm.
If you decide to not wear real shoes outside, and I can't control my comments.
got
What is
Crocs.
this, man? We talking about t-shirts and she go right back to the Crocs. What is
I
that?
got Crocs too. I feel like P talking all this shit about Crocs because once she puts her foot in them, she's never taking them out.
There it is. There it is right there.
She's never taking them out. Then she gonna buy every color. Then she gonna sit here and buy all the junk, the little
Every
trinkets to go in there. She about to
The
have a
little
Those
gibbet.
Wrestling
Yep.
Girls one,
P,
a
don't
Harry
do it.
Potter one. She gonna do an
Custom
Austin
joint.
316 one and wear it on March 16th. Like you
Right.
not
That
love
is
since
definitely my personality, though. Like if I get into
Exactly.
Crocs, I'm gonna get into Crocs. Like I'm gonna. But
I need to
that
get
would
a
never
new
happen.
pair. So we're gonna get a new pair together. I need to get a new pair, and then we could do a TWG one.
There it
Because
is.
watch, once
There
I
it
get
is.
my new pair and I put my TWG all on the trip, like, oh, that's cute. I gotta go get some. Watch, and she's gonna get them, and she's gonna put them on. I'm
Hey,
telling you, I'm
please
telling
make
you,
it
I'm not
happen.
lying. Call me a liar,
make it
please.
happen.
Call me a liar, please.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
P, don't do it.
Call me a liar, please.
Welcome back, birthday twin.
Like,
Wait.
don't.
She's coming to Jobber Slam and stuff, right? Y'all coming to Jobber Slam and everything, right?
I guess, but I don't really like the Croc slander.
Right. Show them your Crocs,
Thank you.
T. Show them
There
your
we
Crocs,
go.
T.
There we go.
See,
Oh, you really be in sports mode.
facts, and you got
I
the
got
Velcro straps.
Oh my God,
Don't
Brian,
do
you
that.
see this?
Don't
This
do
is
that.
wild.
Look, don't do that.
Wait,
Oh,
did
this
you
the
pull
house
out another
Yeah.
pair?
The
Those are
most
her
hideous
stuff.
looking
Casual.
shoes,
That's the hotness right there.
Who says shoes? I want
Brian.
footwear, whatever you want to call it.
from New York.
It definitely wasn't.
The most hideous.
Ew.
Hey, Brian.
She said, "I heard a ooh."
They too.
Hey.
They all say it that way. They
They
all
do.
say it that way. It's
And they all be
hilarious.
in denial that they have accent.
It's
I mean,
weird.
we're in denial that we have accents too, but we have.
I don't think. Do we have accent? Do I have
No,
accent?
Yes.
when
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
in New Orleans,
What?
right?
We'll be
When we was in
talking.
New Orleans,
Talking,
we was
getting
like-
coffee.
we was like, oh, let's get. My friend had asked the guy, oh, how much is for the water? He's like, oh, y'all from New York. Because the way because we said
I
water.
love shit like that though.
I was like, wow, we do like.
When I lived in Jersey, they would be like coffee. I'm like, yo, I do not sound like that. Like y'all are wallet. Like, oh, they be like dead ass. I do say dead ass a lot, actually. I'm okay with that though.
If there's
I really
ever a New York term, it's that one.
Right.
That ass.
Right.
So dead
And I
ass.
hate the
regular.
fact that people are using it now, and it's so becoming so commercial.
They be trying to claim it. They be trying to. Other cities be trying to claim it. Like, no, you gotta
Like,
chill.
don't use dead ass. Don't
They
use
try
it.
to
Like,
claim it.
it's
Like,
not
some
your
dead ass
thing.
shit, don't use that ass.
That's
Yeah.
not your thing. Don't use it.
That ass B.
You know who steals a lot of stuff from New York? To be honest with you, PG County in Maryland.
Yep.
You see a lot of even back like maybe 19 years ago, like when skinny jeans were coming out and all that kind of stuff, and that kind of generation was kind of taking this, it's kind of coming along. For the longest time, like I was on campus in school, and you couldn't tell the PG County guys from the Brooklyn kids, because all the New York kids kind of hung together. It was like a huge group from Brooklyn, and then it was a huge group from PG County, and they all dressed the same. They started using the same words. I'm like, I can't. If you didn't know the accents and know the difference between the two, you were like, oh, that PG County is jocking somebody else's style. But you know what I mean?
Sounds about right.
I'm just saying.
Don't worry about
Ooh,
it, dog.
wait, I want to ask a question in the comments. So Lawrence Hudson asked, who had the best full Nelson? Stone Cold, Ric Flair, or Freaky Zeke?
Not
Wow.
Freaky Zeke.
Ah!
Freaky
Time out. I just want to give a big shout out. We met over Twitter. This is like the best group chat ever. Shout out to 4th team All NBA. We love basketball. We love football. They really love wrestling. That's why he's asking that. Shout out to Lawrence.
Oh, shout out
Lawrence,
to
make sure
That's
you
my
follow
baby
those
right
wrestling
there.
girls. Lawrence, now you gotta follow those wrestling girls.
Yeah,
Subscribe to us
Lori.
everywhere. You gotta do all that, and you gotta pop out for Black Wrestle. I mean, you gotta
Oh
pop
my
out for
God,
Java
yes.
Slam,
We have a
Black
good
Girl
ass
Magic,
Oh,
and our 4-year anniversary party in November.
November
He's in
5th.
DC.
save the date.
He's in DC.
Oh, he's a 2-hour drive.
But
Okay.
he's from New York, so he doesn't say two.
Wait, where in New York? Where in New York?
He's from Queens.
Okay.
But
It's okay. He can
yeah, he represent. He's New York nonetheless. But who had the best Full Nelson?
Who gonna answer his question? I ain't.
Y'all know what I'm gonna say, so I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, you're biased.
I'm going to say Flair. Because I think Flair used it more. Think about the 80s and their style of wrestling. You know, Flair's the dramatics. But he had a very dramatic looking Full Nelson. Austin's was really good. Don't get me wrong. I wanted to say Austin, but I think when I think about Flair, I'm like, well, Flair had a very dramatic Full Nelson. Like it was what Kevin Nash recently talked about on his podcast about the younger talent not really selling as much. Mm-hmm. Like Flair used to sell that Full Nelson. Like you would think that it was like the most devastating move before a guy would almost pass out. But yeah, I'm going to say Flair.
Oh my God.
I mean, it do hurt though. It do hurt. I've been put in one. It hurts. You know.
I'm actually talking from experience. That's hilarious.
I am, because it was okay. This is what happened, right? So we were in high school.
Are we supposed to say this over live? Like
yeah, it's fine.
Oh,
Two people were fighting. So the assistant principal at the time took the girl. Took the girl and put her in the Full Nelson. So I'm like, oh my God. So my friend Kurt was like, he came out of nowhere, was like, he just came like this. So I'm over here flailing like this, like put me down, like this shit hurt. So yes, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Wait, can I just shout out my dad who's in the comments? He actually said Bobby Lashley has the best.
Hey.
I gotta agree with him on that
well,
one.
kind of technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Or how about Chris Masters? Chris Masters and Bobby Lashley. Huh?
Oh, man, what do you think about that?
Are we supporting the brother? Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, are we supporting the brother?
All day.
I would say that. That's a good question.
That is a
Yo,
good
the
point.
Hurt Lock put down.
Another question.
The Hurt Lock put down Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania.
The Hurt Lock put down Drew McIntyre.
That was
McIntyre's like
the first match back in front of people.
Sure.
And it took out Kofi Kingston or Xavier Woods or something. When Bobby Lashley put them in the Ford, I think that was Kofi Kingston. Kind of like pulled something in his neck or something.
Who did he take out first? Because both Woods and Kingston was out for a little bit with injuries.
I mean, yeah.
That's true.
I think I would have to say Bobby Lashley.
I'm going to say Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley's is pretty devastating.
It's intense. It's
For the culture.
Intense. For the culture.
Mm-hmm. Lauren said, just because he's from Queens, he's still gonna come.
Not just because he's from Queens, he's still gonna come.
But I love that we're expanding our wrestling family, though.
Absolutely.
I love it. Absolutely love it. We got my birthday twin in the building. I'm gonna hold her hostage and make her watch Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You're not.
Moments.
Listen, we grew up in the projects. We could fight.
Beer Man is
look. We grew up in the projects. We could fight. Just letting you know. We could fight.
I grew up adjacent to the projects.
No. It's not the same. It's not the
and
same.
I'm not opening cans of beer.
You said adjacent.
Why the Austin slander though? Why the Austin slander?
You either gotta grow up in the projects, understand it.
No,
growing up adjacent is not the same.
I just told my people in the hood about you guys. Like I really had a great. I'm sorry to keep bringing it up, but I really had a great experience at Black Wrestle Fest. So like I had to let them know because they were just having a side conversation about wrestling. And I'm like, y'all know that's a lane, right?
Yeah.
Like
that's
we
real.
didn't know people still.
I love that. Can I tell a quick story real quick? So I was in Philly this past weekend and I was at a bar and the bartender was a huge wrestling fan and he said all the bartenders there were. Very long story short, I saw one of the bartenders that he said was a wrestling fan. I was like, oh my God, I heard you like wrestling. And he was like, who told you that? And I was like, such and such. And he was like, oh, okay, I'm surprised he told you, like, we're not vocal about it because, you know, it's stupid. And I said, yo, I'm about to become a millionaire being a wrestling fan. You, like,
hold on.
Underestimate that.
Hold on. I have a special guest coming right now.
Oh!
And this is a surprise. So I'm going to bring him to the forefront because y'all was talking shit. Now he going. Ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
My brother Earl.
You muted though.
You muted. You muted.
Yo,
Brother
hear
Fam in the building.
Oh my
Gonna keep
God,
going
let's
with
talk to you.
Hey man, shout out to y'all, man. God dang.
What we drinking on? What we drinking on?
Yo, it's a strawberry lemonade shandy. It's something I saw in the store. I'm gonna try.
It look refreshing on it. Is it hot as where you live? In Maryland too, right?
Yeah.
He's in Maryland.
Yeah.
Like you.
No, I'm in Baltimore.
My bad.
So I'm actually in Maryland, but I'm not in the DMV, but I'm not exactly in Baltimore.
He's in Glen
All
Burnie,
right, there we
y'all.
go.
So I'm just north of the DMV, right? The top of the DMV is called Laurel. Once you get past Laurel, the DMV is over. Nobody is. It's no mambo sauce. No, you know what I'm saying. But
First of all, y'all cannot say nothing about mumbo sauce because New York got the best mumbo sauce. What do you?
we are
got mumbo sauce.
Come on.
You don't got mumbo sauce. Wait a minute.
I didn't know y'all had mumbo sauce.
Come on,
We
cut
sure
that.
do.
Man, Sky High.
Don't. Let's not do that. Let's not. Come on. Let's
All
not tell
right.
that.
Is that Ray?
Krista, no.
Mr.
Krista,
Sky High.
Is
You
that
don't have the
Ray?
best mumbo
That's
sauce?
him.
We don't.
You don't?
We don't
Okay. She
specialize
said we
in
don't.
that.
I apologize. Go ahead.
They
Go.
have Obey
Oh, got it.
and mumbo sauce.
Okay.
Well,
got
now
it.
that's two different sections. So the
And
Obey
eggs
is
with the with whatever
Baltimore.
y'all do. Eggs,
You get
boiled
some-
eggs, and all that.
Hey, what?
Hey
And
yo,
the Kool-Aid and the pickles or whatever y'all do.
the Kool-Aid and pickles. That's
Whatever y'all
disgusting.
do down there.
Yeah, that's some real
What
good
type
stuff,
of
though.
pregnant shit y'all
Yeah,
on?
it is. It is
That's some-
onion
that's-
pickles.
that's-
Y'all eat onion
Yeah,
pickles.
see,
I don't eat onions, so no.
That's-
that's
I
some
don't
corner
eat
store
pickles.
snacks.
Hey, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I know people used to come out the corner store like.
Oh, that used to be me.
Nigga, I'll
I'll buy the pack.
Yeah,
and
dude.
just,
I just had a
I'll
scrapple
eat
egg and cheese yesterday.
Hey,
Yeah, there you go. That's good eating.
You had a what?
there we go.
Scrapple egg and cheese.
My man. Nothing like a scrapple egg and
That's
cheese.
carry out flavors.
What are you
Scrapple.
That's
Scrapple?
carry
What
out
is this?
flavors.
Can y'all explain it to us?
Y'all never had scrapple?
Nah,
Gel meat that they just purchase gel meat.
Hey, don't worry. It's good eating.
explaining scrapple is probably the nastiest thing.
Absolutely.
But it
I'm
tastes
not
so
describing
delicious.
Like nobody-
ate those.
It's like asking, like, how do you make a hot dog? Just eat the hot
Don't
dog.
ask.
You
I'm
don't-
telling
You
you.
said it's,
I'm
wait, so
telling
is
you.
it
Let
gel
nobody-
meat? Is it
I don't
gel
wanna
meat?
It is called scrap pull.
All right,
That's all
I'll
I-
leave it.
You know what I
Leave
mean?
it alone, 'cause I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm leaving
I
it alone.
promise
don't
you.
like
I
this.
promise
No,
it's good.
don't promise me. Don't promise me. Don't promise me. Nope.
It's great. It's
It's-
great.
You know,
Hey, y'all,
listen,
listen, it's amazing.
Oh, well, listen, I take your word for it. And if you like it, I love it. But then that's it. I'm not doing it. That's it.
in the African American community, we have a way of taking, what they have given us and making the most out of it.
You better preach, brother.
Come on, bro.
I'm sorry. Hey, I've never seen Dwayne live for real. I didn't think
I told y'all.
I'm impressed.
He's a real. Can we take a shot to Dwayne being a real person, please?
whole time. Salud. Oh, I see they
Brother.
got you back drinking. I thought you was off the horse. Thought you was off the wagon, Krista. I see you talking. You was like, I need some water.
I'm hungover.
They still here. They still here.
Oh, all right, but I see you switched up.
I did because P was ready to fight, and I'm not in the mood to fight. But if I had to fight, I gotta get my little liquid courage in. Don't get it twisted. I can fight without it, but it's gonna get me more in the mood. So if she fight and they get jumped, they try to jump her, I gotta swing. So
Krista, you still got to cook, so don't.
huh?
You still got to cook. Don't get Krista.
I'm
You
a
still got to
cook.
cook. Okay.
I'm a cook. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna do all that. That's fine.
The real question is, what you cooking?
I'm making some shrimp and spinach Alfredo.
With the important
All right.
questions.
You make what again? Say that again.
Shrimp and spinach Alfredo.
Yeah, that sounds
Hey
good.
man, next time I'm in New York, I'll show y'all how. I cook.
Absolutely. You going what?
I might have to come up there and show y'all how I cook.
You
You
come
Hey,
to
y'all-
right?
Y'all
You
know he
said
gonna
in
be on the
Texas
grill
you
for
was
Wale
going-
Mania.
No, you
Stop
said
talking.
in Texas that you were going to next time I came down, whatever we were
I
going
mean
to have
that
barbecue.
too.
Yeah, so
That
I'm
too.
gonna come. Either I'm gonna come down, you come up, or whatever,
Yeah,
and then we
probably
gonna
both.
cook and stuff. Math can't come.
Uh-oh.
Hey, listen.
Oh,
I invite him.
Not to
Hey,
my
fam,
house.
fam,
Hey,
throw some
that's
scrapple in
between
there
y'all.
too.
How
Hey,
what
Cook
you say?
some scrapple.
just
That's for the
scrapple.
morning, son. That's for the morning. I ain't never
I
did
don't
no
want
big
no
big
gelled
scrapple.
meat.
What?
I don't want no gel meat. Don't
Jail meat.
Breakfast
Hey,
for dinner?
Gel, like
That
you
sounds-
gel it together.
That
like
sounds
gelatin.
wild. Hey, listen, man, I gotta get up out of here. Love y'all, man.
I love
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you
Peace.
for popping
Yo,
in,
see you
yo.
Saturday, bro.
You already know.
Bye.
Peace.
So I had to let him jump in
I
because
love him. I'm so glad you did.
last week when I was watching their podcast on YouTube, I was watching Black Wrestling Podcast. I was in the comments, being supportive, and Math would never let me be great.
Uh-oh.
So I had to go and I'm like, yo, let me come in. So when I came in, Math kind of left out. It was like, nah, I'm not doing this. So we always got to pick up where we leave off at.
Mhm.
So, and I told him, I said, yo, a Jabba Slim 2, being that I went semi-viral last year, we're definitely going to go viral this
And
year.
that's our first time meeting Black Wrestling was at Summerslam last year.
Right, and like Math want to try to come up and like, don't do that. We
honestly,
you know where we were? We were at the school on Kosciuszko. The school, it was on Kosciuszko and True. I'm like, you're not going to sit here and try to regulate and try to come at me in my hood. Like, you don't do that. So
you saying it's on site? That's what you're saying?
It's always on site with Math.
Always on site. Well,
That's
yeah.
That's basically what she's saying.
It's always on site with
There's
Math.
beef.
It's literally always on site to whoever wants it to be always on site. That's just how we give it up out here.
And if Krista be swinging, I'm swinging, and that's
we all swinging. The fuck?
We back to the violence.
Hey, there it is. Right. Hey,
We back to the violence.
hey.
See, they from Maryland. They don't know how gangster things get over
Don't
here.
do that. Don't keep going right
Oh,
back.
she really say that?
Sorry.
Like,
Tell me she
come on,
didn't
bro.
just say that.
She always do that. Like,
Wow.
we be chilling and she hit you with one. Hit you with
She
an
has no
uppercut
idea.
real quick.
I just come with haymakers too, Hugh. Fuck out of here.
Let's take the positivity and run with it.
He sounded like me. We gonna drink to that. She sounded just like me. I raised you well, babe. Okay.
That's why I was at WrestleMania. I walked up to the Usos and shit. I was like, yo, what's up? Y'all playing pool?
Yo,
Nah,
she
I
really
definitely
did.
did.
Now
But
let me
I
tell y'all.
I
can't
was
drink
calm.
no
I was
more.
calm.
You drink your water. Just drink water. It's fine.
Y'all done got Tiana. See,
said,
why
what?
y'all do that to her? Like she was chilling, she was cooling.
He said she can't drink no more. Just drink water. It's okay. But let me tell y'all how proud I am of P, right? I told P, I was like, hey, if we're going to be in this wrestling thing, we're going to come across a lot of wrestlers. It's okay to fangirl. It's okay to, but when we come across them, don't do that, whatever. So the very first wrestler I introduced her to happened to be Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I met him at the worst time I could possibly ever meet him.
We were leaving. We were leaving out of Barclays. I think it was a Raw or whatever. I think they just won the titles. And we was just like, all right, cool. We're gonna meet. That's when we took that selfie, which I can't even find that picture. Right now.
I have it. I'll post it.
Okay, cool. I can't find that picture. But so ever since then, like Pete got up the courage to go to people like y'all wasn't at the Omni with us. P was over here keying with Damian Priest and taking to the Usos. Oh, I'm like,
wait, we gotta shout out Brian H. Waters though, because he was like, come to the Omni, it's lit. And we was like,
okay.
The Omni was the spot for like the entire, like we would go get food, but we always ended up at the Omni. So now we got to figure out where to end up at in LA next year, because LA's not missing me. And if this man right here, if he don't make not one appearance somewhere in there between,
Oh, he is.
We're gonna have some problems.
Him and John
Beer
Cena.
man, Stone Cold Steve Austin showed up twice at WrestleMania. Okay,
with beer.
And Austin said he want to be in Dallas.
Yeah,
I mean in Hollywood. He's like,
said he
look,
gonna
book
be
me.
there.
I'll be there.
You know, Stone Cold actually shows up, so he might actually be there.
I mean, he lived in Hollywood for a little bit.
Yo, I felt bad for Krista in New York because we were sitting there waiting. That Monday.
Survivor Series was like, because I was in, me, it's not the VIP or nothing. So I was up there eating my food and all of that, and they kept playing these vignettes. And you kept so I'm running like, oh my god, he about to come out. Nothing. It was the 20th anniversary since The Rock debuted. The reason why I got into fucking wrestling, the reason why Survivor Series is my favorite fucking pay-per-view of all fucking time, and you don't even show up in Brooklyn. Where you fucking decimated Rusev and Lana You don't show up when you call Brooklyn your home. You quoting Jay-Z lyrics and shit, and you don't show up.
But he had chill.
Like I
He had to do
was,
Moana.
huh?
He had to do Moana.
He Moana too. He had to do something. Yeah,
He's
listen, we're gonna give him some type of
He's
excuse.
booked and busy.
She said
He is,
Moana
but come
too.
on now. They should have did that better. They should have known better. And
Moana
never
too.
mind. What I was
We
gonna
gotta drink
say.
every time he say two.
Oh, okay. Every time they pronounce their
Every time he says two.
I don't hear it.
I love this.
I didn't hear it. I don't know what you're
say
talking about.
juice. Say juice.
I think Adam
Juice.
is
See? It's like the U's and the O's and stuff.
Juice.
Ju-
How
is
am I supposed to say it?
juice
Juice too. Like how am I supposed to say it?
No, we just saying like you heard that right? T. They're trying to come at us right now.
Toast if
That's
you
how
watch
we say as well. We don't have to say two.
You said, oh, excuse me. I didn't realize you guys were as refined.
Me.
Of course we are. Listen.
We say
What
as
do you
well.
think? We're some hoodlums?
First and foremost, we don't use.
Use.
You two.
You gonna sit there and not say nothing, brother Hugh? I gotta use different words. I.
No, that's too
Cool.
hard. That's
Cool.
too hard.
Krista, you got a question. You got a question below.
Oh, we just printed it. That's how we doing it. Let me grab my drink. But Janice,
Janice.
you took who?
That's my baby, Janice.
Oh, Janice.
Yeah,
So
she
she
must be called
asks WrestleMania or SummerSlam. I would have to.
Is it an obvious answer?
No, because for me it's not obvious because I've
Okay.
actually experienced both. But this was my first WrestleMania working in media and being able to have access to the access that I've done. So I don't want to just sit here and say WrestleMania because I've done that because I've experienced WrestleMania without working in media. I've experienced SummerSlam without working in media. Like I was supposed to work media SummerSlam next week, but things happen.
Right.
So I really can't say. I do love both. I feel like there are more surprises that come out at WrestleMania than they do at SummerSlam. Like we get more surprises at the Raw after SummerSlam.
Okay.
So it's really hard for me to choose WrestleMania or SummerSlam.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How can you talk about your experience at WrestleMania as a fan versus your experience at WrestleMania or SummerSlam actually working the event?
Well, I always go in as a fan.
Okay.
Like that's just me. I always go in as a fan because I'm like, I potentially would want to, work for the company one day. I potentially would want to be a part of something like this. Like I know as a fan, it's just like it just ups the work. So being at WrestleMania this year, I was definitely a fan, but it was also fun working it because I got to speak to people I probably would have never really spoken to just from being a fan. Like I spoke to Becky. I interviewed Becky Lynch. And of course, she was like, "Oh, I love your nails and I love your pen." Like I had my man pen on that I took from P when we were at what was that restaurant we kept going to for the chicken? Either way, we were there.
Bricks and Bones.
Bricks and Bone. Oh my God,
Good
best chicken ever. Best chicken ever. But I was able to interview Becky. I was able to interview Sami Zayn. I was able to interview Kevin Owens, which all these interviews are definitely coming out. I was able to reunite with Naomi. So, but I'm still a fan because I just love what they're doing. But for work, I really didn't even consider it work.
Okay.
It was fun.
Well, that's the best type of job to have then. At the end of the day.
Like
Brian gets to watch wrestling all day. He has the coolest job ever.
Right. And
Yeah,
Brian,
it's a lot of wrestling.
Brian, because he definitely helped me out. He definitely helped me out. Like I was like, "Hey, where you at? You coming to the? I'm over here in the press room. Like I need."
I only
you to
had
come
like
right
2
now.
hours of sleep because I thought after Wale Mania, I was like, "All right, we all going." Everybody going
Nah,
back.
we all.
Krista was
fucked up when I
like,
started to get
"Yo,
up.
we about to go get some chicken. You coming?" All right, so I'm in the taxi or the Uber with them two, and then we go eat and then leave. And that was a whole nother story with Leak trying to get out of there with Black Wrestling. But then I'm like, all right, it's like 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, all right, go to sleep. 6:30. Yo, you coming? I'm like, what? Coming where? The media stuff. I'm like, all right, I guess I am. And then it's like, yo, hurry up. I'm like, I'm gonna go get my coffee, go get breakfast sandwich. Like, yo, hurry up. But it's funny because I was actually talking to Ariel Hawani today, And I was telling him about that. When I saw him at that media scrum, I told him how you had got me up and like, yo, we need to go get these interviews and stuff. And that was a lot of fun though.
It was so much fun. Like, and it was just cool. Like, I'm a fan, but I know the reason why I was there, like in the Omni, in their presence, and you
kept it.
I was working I worked with Rosenberg. Rosenberg was there. Like, I was talking to Kayla. She was like, yo, every time you see Rosenberg, just give him all the shit in the world, okay? Because he just gives so much shit. Just give him all the shit in the world. So it was just so nice to be able to experience it as both. Now, for SummerSlam, my very first SummerSlam, shout out to my cousin Cha-Cha, he got us floor seats.
I love Cha-Cha.
I gotta bring him on the show one day, but he might be crazy. I'm gonna have to train him to not act crazy.
I want Dwayne on the show too.
Uh-oh.
We would need like a TV 14.
Are you sure? Because I'm long-winded. Is that okay?
No, I have a friend, Dwayne.
Oh no, she has a best friend.
Oh, oops! I thought it was me. My bad.
No, this is your first of many appearances on the show. I hope you know.
Good. I feel welcome.
You and Brian are always welcome.
My first SummerSlam, and it's crazy too. The very first SummerSlam I went to, Cha-Cha bought my floor seats. And I happened to meet Megan Wright and Rosenberg. And I told Megan, I was like, hey, I just got to journalism school. I'll probably be working with you soon. A whole year later, I ended up at Hot 97, where I'm still at right now.
Right.
So stories like that.
And I told Megan, she's like, oh my God, I do remember that or whatever. And seeing Rosenberg, and he was sitting there, he was working with WWE, then they had let him go. Now he's back. Like, it was that whole thing. So to be able to be in spaces like that as a fan, and then you can network and turn it into work, is always a fun experience. Always a fun experience. So I don't know which one is the better one. Pete, what about you? WrestleMania or SummerSlam?
I'm going to my first SummerSlam next week.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is your first SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see. But we were WrestleMania. It's more the spectacle of it, like just what it means, and like being in Brooklyn when WrestleMania was in New York was like electrifying. Who said that? Who made that a catchphrase? I can't remember who. But when I was in Dallas, it was like this like buzz in the air, like everyone's like traveling far to be in the same place to love the same thing, and it's just like you can just like feel it in the air. So I don't think anything can really touch WrestleMania when it comes to that.
Definitely not the Dallas.
I'm sorry. That was beautiful, and I definitely heard everything you said. But why do y'all eat this? Why do y'all eat this?
Oh, she looked
Ew, is that Scrapple?
Yes. You want to know what it is? Tiana sent it to me, so
shit.
we're gonna read it out loud.
Look at this.
Shout out to the homies, Brian.
Yo, Sloan, chill, bro. Chill, Sloan.
Shout out to Sloan. Shout out to Studio Boys.
Yes.
I love Sloan. But wait, can I read to y'all the description of Scrapple?
Oh, who wants to hear that? It's okay.
Scrapple,
Doesn't matter.
also known by the Pennsylvania Dutch name Canas, I think that's how you say it. It's traditionally a mush of pork scraps and trimmings combined with cornmeal and wheat flour, often buckwheat flour and spices. The mush is formed into a semi-solid congealed loaf, and slices of scrapple are then pan-fried before serving.
That sounds like some Baltimore shit, right?
Why do y'all eat that?
And he said scrapple, egg, and cheese.
Scrapple, egg, and cheese. Like what?
Good. It tastes absolutely delicious.
Good. Is it salty?
Why do y'all eat that? Like, what is wrong with
that? Why do people eat hot dogs? Why do people eat sausages?
I don't eat glizzies.
Like spam.
I don't eat glizzies at all.
It's not as bad. Is it? I don't think it's as salty as spam, but it's probably just as bad. I don't know.
That's so bad.
It is. Fam told y'all. Fam said, "Don't read it. Just don't. Just
think about it. When we was kids, and they gave it to us for breakfast, our grandparents or our parents didn't tell us like, "Hey, this is what Scrapple is." They just gave it to us, and it was good.
Grandma didn't give me that.
Tiana said, "I can't relate."
My grandmother hooked it up, and then my mother hooked it up, and then when I got older, I hooked it up.
I'm sorry.
My daughter liked it.
Can I ask you a question? Would you be willing to do a taste test first? Like I know how bad it sounds, but if it tastes good, would it change your mind? Or you just, but you don't.
And you know what's crazy? I love pork. I eat pork. I eat pork. I'll
This
eat
is another
pig
form of
feet.
pork.
I'll eat bacon.
No.
I'll
What?
eat ham. All that. But I'm not eating that.
What if it
I'm
tastes
not
good?
eating scrapple. Are you crazy?
What if it tastes crazily good? Is it crazily good?
I refuse to believe that.
Is it like meatloaf?
Congealed
Like
meat?
meatloaf?
T, would you taste it? Because your girl ain't rocking
I
with
want
it.
you to answer. Like, is it like a pork meatloaf?
Nah, see, here's the thing. It's like once you fry it up in the pan.
Thank you, Sloan. That shit sound like slop. Thank you.
I mean, so does hot dogs. So does half the stuff. Like, we live in America. You know it's bad. Like, they already banned Skittles because of the chemicals in it. Like, what are you saying?
I'm
We
gonna
always
die,
eat bad
y'all,
stuff.
because I eat Skittles
Wait, what
for a
happened with
living.
Skittles?
At this point, God
What happened with
forbid, but I eat
Skittles?
Skittles for a living.
First of all, there's a chemical in Skittles.
There's a chemical in there
that's
that's
banned
toxic.
everywhere else in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
It goes for a lot of our candies. It goes a lot of for our cereals and stuff like that. Half the stuff we eat is banned around the rest of the world. We're the only place that puts that stuff and we give it to the children. So I'm just saying, like, scrapple may be bad, but do you know all the other bad stuff that you eat and consume? Now, look, I'm not saying you should be out here eating scrapple because scrapple is extremely unhealthy for you. I don't eat it like on a regular basis, but I'm not going to deny that it doesn't taste absolutely delicious.
I mean, hey, like I said, if you like it, I love it, but it's not.
I think you should try it. See, everybody's not right. See, you look like you interested.
Just don't tell me.
There we go. There you go.
That's the point.
That's it.
Go to a nice carry-out spot and tell them. And once they cook it up and they fry it up and they put on a sandwich and just take a bite, you can be like, wait a minute, this is different. That's like people that eat like chitlins and stuff like that. Like you know, I'm not with it, but some people eat it and they enjoy it. I'm just saying, not me. Not me.
But I ain't gonna lie, pig feet. I don't eat it, but I had it one time.
Not doing that either.
We not no pig anything.
I'll fuck up some pig feet now.
Here we go.
Fuck up some pig
I had
feet,
it one time,
you.
and I was like, it's not as bad as I always thought.
It's not. Pig feet is
Better
really
than
good.
scrapple.
But
Don't do that.
Listen, listen to me. Trust me, it's a whole different flavor. You be like, wait a minute, what is this concoction?
It looks like moldy meatloaf. That's what it looks like.
Listen,
that's because some
look
things
at it.
don't look good in photos.
You're right, but
that's Baltimore meatloaf.
Hey,
that part.
Now y'all should clear. That's that Baltimore shit right there.
That
no,
really
she said
is.
it right. She said Baltimore.
It's Baltimore.
Exactly.
She said it right.
There's no T.
No,
They don't
that's
pronounce
with the
the
D.
T.
Nah, Baltimore.
It's Baltimore. Yeah.
It is, dummy.
No, that's for them young boys. I don't say that.
Yeah, stupid, yeah.
I ain't out of that one.
Stupid.
You stupid. You dumb, yeah.
With it, dude, damn it. Like, whoa. Nah, young boy.
Not
I'm
Sloan
good.
talking about I don't eat no.
Why Sloan in the comments?
Sloan is
talking
acting
about
up.
this, though?
Sloan is acting up.
Yo,
okay?
he be saying that in shout out to Rev Ron's Coffee Talks. Yo.
Oh yes, y'all have to
Those
join.
are good.
That's
Shut
all
up,
in-
Brad. Be so
That's
funny.
like for the perfect drive. Like if you're going somewhere or you're in a workout session, you put on
You
those
just listen to
Rev Ron
it.
Talks. Yeah.
Everybody.
That's when he
who's
deemed me
anybody
freaking
pops in.
hesitate.
Or
Hezzy. Hezzy.
they said Brian Hesitate Waters because
That joint was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
because he has an H in his name, so you get it. See what he did there? That was
I
clever.
It was a
that.
solid
That was
3 count.
clever.
P was right there. Hugh was right there. And Krista was right there. That was a fair 3 count.
Keep me out of this.
I was about to say,
my opinion on that. Keep me out of this.
You know the crazy part is that like everyone else that he mentions, they never speak on it. Brian, I don't know. They never speak on it. I saw them saying.
I'm always speaking on it. Always. He
So-
was a dirty ref.
After I got hit,
He did a slow count.
I didn't see that.
He
I
did
didn't
a
see that.
fast count. Of course, you're not going to see it. You got to ride with him tomorrow. So I will secure my driving spot too. He did a slow spot. He did a fast count.
No, it was a regular count. It was a regular
Listen.
count in between. If you
I was
go back
about ready to get a ref shirt too, and it would have been like both.
You kept saying you could do it.
It would have been both the Hebner twins in there fighting. I promise you. I promise you.
Look, I told Jay Bougie he had a receipt coming. I was minding my business and he took the plate and hit me in the head. So, when Ron went for the first count, my hands, fell a little fast. The second time, though, was straight. It's just that I said 2. And even the commentator said, Brian Waters said 2. Ain't my fault Stephen Michael thought it was a 3 count. P was right there he said 2. You can see it on the video footage. Shout out to IWTV.
His hand was a little heavy.
IWTV.
I enjoy watching that match though.
It
I
was
probably
fun.
watched it like 3 or 4 times.
First of all, let me not even get started on P Trader ass. Okay, because for those of you who don't know, Jay Bougie is P's godbrother. Her godmother,
That's classified
Bougie's
information.
mom, was just on some. Oh my God, me and Letty. First of all, I
That's
already
my
said I was
god
neutral
sister.
because
No,
I was cool with
Mom,
both of them.
Mom Dukes
But
threatened me
wait,
too.
time out. Let me hold on. But P, she was like, "Oh my God, we voting for Jay, right? Here go P." No, I'm voting for Rev. I'm sorry, I know Bougie's family, but I'm voting for Rev.
Oh, that's
I'm
Bougie
team no
wins, and here's P. Oh my God, yes! No, don't cheer because you wasn't cheering before. Like she got disowned that night.
I did. And to this day, Ivory, shout out to my
She ain't
god
loyal.
family, shout out to Jay Bougie. I was her favorite god sister at one point,
And now she's not.
and I'm not anymore. And I'm still not. But I will stand against Crocs no matter what.
Right. That's a good friend right there. I appreciate you, P.
That's because she
But
hasn't tried them on. But I'm telling you, we're gonna go to a
Don't
store.
you-
She's gonna put them on. She's gonna put them on. She's gonna love them, and we're gonna get all the giblets and little trinkets and stuff. We're gonna decorate our Crocs, Brian, and you're gonna be asked out because I'm telling you.
If y'all give me some Crocs and a blazer to match every pair of Crocs, I may take out.
All right, you gotta buy your own blazer, sis.
Right.
You pushing it.
That sounds like a good stipulation.
No.
If
F
y'all
that.
buy-
Because if we go to the Croc store and I buy me a pair and I get her a pair and I'm blinging out our Crocs, she gotta buy her own blazer.
No,
I'm
these
not
joints
doing
be
that.
haunting. Like me and
I'm not
Brother
doing
Hugh was
that.
in the mall the other day, and then I see my little cousin. I ain't seen her in a few years, and then she's like, "Yeah, I got Crocs on, bro." Like,
There
what
we
the
go.
heck? Get those things off. And then
Come
we go
on
down
now.
the street. There's more Crocs, and then he walk into the Croc store. I'm like, "Yo, this
Yup.
thing
I
is
was gonna
annoying."
get you a pair, bro. I
Croc
told
store
you.
be having lines, okay? Lines, like lines.
No, they definitely
Outside,
do that.
lines.
Straight up.
Crocs
I ain't
store
never
lines.
seen a piece of footwear so ugly that gets so much makes so much money. It's
It's
ridiculous.
not about the look though, baby.
People love them.
But
shit.
y'all
That's
wear
the thing, man.
Yeezys.
Bougie,
I'm
though.
confused.
We need to
Y'all
get
wear
that Croc
foam
brand
runners.
partnership sponsorship going because Jay Bougie keeps Crocs in the conversation.
He
I will
do.
give them that.
But my thing is that y'all talk about how Crocs is ugly, but y'all be wearing foam runners.
What's
Y'all be
foam
wearing
runner?
Yeezys. Like
I
I'm
don't
so
know
confused.
that.
I don't wear none of that.
They're ugly.
And those are ugly, but people be wearing them. So like, bro, I mean, I'm gonna
You're
get
gonna
me a
make
pair of foam runners.
Crocs, some wrestling shoes by Crocs, and y'all ain't gonna know what
Exactly.
to do.
Everybody gonna be wearing them then, right?
Long
Ain't gonna right.
as Jay Bougie wear them
let-
first.
Let the tribal
Right.
chief put on a pair of Crocs. Who won't
yeah,
be
it's
the
over.
first one trying to be on the
It's a wrap.
bandwagon? P. And she wasn't even a Roman Reigns fan.
I am now.
No, that don't count. You ain't you now because his cancer came back. Where was you in the beginning?
I'm done.
Hey,
Where were you in the beginning?
that was dirty.
I was not a fan of.
Don't worry.
I was not a fan of face Roman Reigns. I hated that he opened. every
Roman
single
Reigns
Raw.
wasn't a fan of face Roman Reigns.
Exactly. Now
That
when
don't
he
matter.
started
But my thing
doing
is that I was here from the
himself
beginning,
and
and
looking
then
into
Joe
the
catches
camera
Joe's
and-
cancer comes back, and now people gonna be all sympathetic. Be sympathetic for Joe, but don't like Roman. Period.
I love Roman.
Now you.
You're
love
right. I
Roman.
don't like Roman. I love him.
No, don't do that. Don't support him. F that. Don't do that.
He's my tribal chief.
No, he's not your anything.
Wow.
He's not your anything.
He's everybody's tribal chief.
No. He's not your anything because you wasn't shooting with him in the gym.
I was not.
You was not shooting him in the
understand
gym.
that. I feel
So
like
don't be in the stands or be in the VIP trying to get in because I'm closing the door on you. Period.
Wow. Oh, I feel
You're
like
just trying to be with the whole Anawai family.
No, I'm being real. I'm being real. Like
Bloodline member?
if y'all remember, if y'all go back to our tweets when we first started our Twitter, and P's talking all this.
I
about
hated it.
Roman.
Y'all remember corny Roman Reigns when he opened every show, monopolized the whole show with his corny ass shit.
Yep.
I hated it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, I
But
got
then
paid from the sports store.
Joe announces he has cancer. He has to leave. Then he comes back, and P's like, "Oh my God, Roman's back!"
Yo,
I love
once he
him
took
now.
off the bulletproof vest, it was a wrap.
I've been with him shooting in the gym, inflating the basketballs, they're throwing the hoops. Don't do that. You're not real. Period. You're not real.
Wow, I can't even. Yo, Krista B don't even let me evolve as a person though. Like,
Yeah, right. No.
like
You
I
evolve as a-
became a rock fan. Like, that's fine.
Oh
but I
no,
can
you
become
become a rock fan. We fighting. Punch you dead in the forehead.
I can't wait till he
And
comes.
Tiana got my follow up.
Birthday twin.
She knew me longer, baby. She knew me longer.
Wow.
Whoever it is, they wear Crocs.
I bet you Roman wears Crocs. I bet you 100%.
Definitely.
He does. You know what?
Roman definitely wears Crocs.
Absolutely,
100%.
100%. Wait, if Roman comes to the ring in Crocs, I'm wearing Crocs.
He's not going to come to the ring in Crocs, but he definitely wears
Crocs.
Crocs.
That's the only thing that would like lead me to put them on.
So if Roman comes to the ring in Crocs and Stone Cold comes out and stuns him for wearing Crocs, what you gonna do?
Got a little fancy
Go ahead,
going
think
on
about
here.
it. Go ahead, think about it.
They don't even look right.
They don't look exactly. Brian, that would never happen.
Brian, I'm gonna remove you now. Bye.
Oh!
Go ahead, think about it.
Hey.
Oh my God, Brian's future endeavor.
Well,
go ahead, think about it.
That's twice in one day.
Delete.
What I will say is, I will say this.
Wait, were you about to text me?
No. No, I'm actually I'm back and forth with your Croc brother. Well, her Croc brother.
I see it.
My Croc brother. Wow.
On those wrestling.
Well, your brother, that's a Croc, I should say. Not that y'all both wear Crocs.
Y'all are ridiculous. All right, we gotta wrap this up because I gotta go eat. I got a busy day tomorrow morning. I gotta be at work before Jesus wake up.
Good. I'm glad.
All right, guys.
We all had a good
Everyone
time.
that is still watching and in the comments, this is last call. So let us know what you want us to take a sip to before the night ends. But while y'all are doing that, I want to thank everyone that's on the stream because this is, except Brian, but this is your first time on the stream and on the show. And I will say, like, this is one of my favorite Thirsty Thursday episodes, like, hands down.
Oh, that's tough. I appreciate that. Thanks for having me.
That's what we do.
That's what they do.
You're not gonna make it.
Thank you, guys and girls. Thank you,
Tiana.
This is my first time ever. Like, I really don't do these type of things.
Hey,
so,
I really pray you come back. Can you come back?
Y'all pop my little cherry.
Yeah! Take a shot to that. Take a shot to that.
Shot to the cherry.
I really hope that my birthday twin, aka also, I do want to just pump real quick. You are a very talented photographer.
Yes, she is.
And we were very blessed to have you on that Saturday. So I want to thank you for being you. And I can't wait to celebrate our birthday.
First of all, yeah, not celebrating our birthdays together. So that's what we're drawing the line. We're drawing the
Krista
line right there.
I know
That's one.
Huh? I work personally with someone who has the same birthday.
Oh wow!
It's a lot of y'all.
Great?
And I chill with another person who has the same birthday. Same
it's a lot.
year.
Like y'all gonna overwhelm her. Y'all gonna overwhelm her. But anyway,
yeah,
you're gonna overwhelm her. But anyway, T, I love you so much. Thank you for definitely holding me down always. Also, T is going to be one of the photographers for our 4-year anniversary party.
Hey.
All right.
So make sure
November 5th, New York City.
Pull out November 5th because her pictures, we're not lying. Like go on her IG.
We'll plug the Summer Jam photos because those portraits that you got of people, like, you know, when you scroll Instagram, you kind of take for granted like who took the photos, but the fact that I knew that you did, I was like, yo, this shit is fire. Like the one of Chloe.
Come on now, let's talk about it.
I'm like, yes, man, that's my birthday twin. That's my birthday twin.
Let's talk about it. And to be honest, after we was about to fight them bitches,
what?
Back to the violence.
No, seriously, because
they job a little bit too serious.
They were doing too much. They were doing. It wasn't even us. It was them. Chloe came behind her and Tiana would take the picture. She was like, "Oh, give me 2 seconds or whatever." She wouldn't say she performed. She came off and she did them poses. Tiana put them in 10 seconds flat, and that's what we got.
Shout out to Chloe. Shout out to Beyonce. Chloe. And shout out to The Rock.
Yo, y'all have to see Tiana's photo of Beyonce. Okay? T, I need you to find that and send that to me so I can send it to P. Yo. And I think she took that on her phone. Shout out to The Rock.
No.
That was the camera?
Yeah.
So Beyonce was performing in Central Park when she was doing a free concert. Yeah. And it looks like Beyonce looked directly at Tiana's camera. And Tiana took this photo of Beyonce. I don't even know why it didn't go pregnant. I don't even know why it didn't go viral. Like, please find that and send it to me because I'm definitely gonna make that shit go viral.
I gotta post it.
Yes,
I haven't posted it ever.
you have to post it
You
because
should post it.
that right there, you might be
Throwback
come up.
Thursday for the evening. I got y'all.
Listen, after that photo, Tiana's definitely gonna become Beyonce's personal photographer. I'm speaking that to existence. I'm taking a drink to that.
We
gonna
need
manifest
Jay-Z.
that.
We need.
I mean, they together now. They attached to the hip, so either or. We're gonna manifest that. Okay.
Shout out to The Rock because we need more tequila.
Now, Terramana is one of the best.
Terramana is definitely the best.
Shout
So
out to The Rock.
as P said, this is last call. I just want to give a toast to Tiana coming up on here. Her trusting me and P enough for us to be up here. Shout out to fam. Shout out to Wrestling Wrealm Podcast. If y'all don't know, these are the faces of Wrestling Wrealm Podcast. These are them. Shout out to me establishing that Dwayne Allen is the real Dwayne Allen. Like, he's a real fucking person.
Nah, for real, like, I will say he is a real person.
This is true. I approve this message.
He approves the message, y'all.
You know what was cool about BWF is that the reaction of people meeting you, Dwayne, or people that haven't seen you in like so long. That what was cool about the vlog too, because everybody was like, "Oh shit, he's here."
He's no longer an anomaly, you guys. He's a real person.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best parts. It was very eye opening and very humbling to say the least. You know what I mean? Just to see people I haven't seen in years.
Because at this point, we thought you was like how Snuffleupagus was to Big Bird. We thought that's how he was to Brian.
Hey, that's why.
Only
like
Brian
that's
can
why.
see you.
Hi,
No, I
bird.
get it. What'd you say, Hugh?
Hi, bird. How you doing, bird?
Yeah, funny.
I definitely appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the opportunity to come on here and just kick it with y'all and do what you guys do. Shout out to you all and everything that you do. I think you guys are an amazing group, and everything that you guys put your hands on, I've just seen nothing but amazing work. So, I want to sip to you guys, those wrestling girls, P, Krista. I appreciate you and everything you do. Keep pushing, keep going. Keep fighting. Don't take no for an answer. Take respect, defy adversity. Do whatever you got to do to get where you got to go.
Thank
Ladies.
you.
Drop that again. Drop that again. They missed it. Say that again.
That's right. Take respect, defy adversity every day of the week.
There
Absolutely.
we go.
I love your brand, by the way. Those are
Oh,
really
thank
dope
you.
photos.
I appreciate that. It's coming soon. I'm working out some kinks, and we're going to push out some more
I'll wear
content.
it on the stream.
I appreciate
Absolutely, me too.
I love wearing
Cool.
people's shirts on the stream.
She really does, you guys. She really does.
Yeah, you gotta support. You gotta support.
We always
I
have to
definitely
support.
appreciate
Because at
that.
the end of the day, we all we got. You know.
that. Yeah.
If
Absolutely.
we not supporting us, nobody's supporting us. Brian H. Waters.
What
Let them
up?
know
The man.
Let them know where they can find you at, and it's not in the unemployment line.
Well,
Oh. No, I think Amber this is gonna keep him.
That's why I said it's not in the unemployment line.
Google me. Nah,
Google him. Period.
Straightforward.
You should.
Brian H. Waters everywhere. All social media platforms. Make sure. I'm sorry. My kids are doing Road Dogg and Billy Gunn right now.
Nice.
They about to play the game and they started rock paper scissors. Now for everybody else it's rock paper scissors, but for me it's New Age Outlaws.
New Age Outlaws, absolutely. Because they had to figure out who was going first.
It just caught me off guard. But follow me on all social media platforms. Follow the Wrestling Wrealm at Wrestling Wrealm. Realm spelled with a W. Shout out to my mother for alliteration. Make sure you also go to our merch store, WrestlingRealm.com. We got shirts. Courtesy that guy right there, the best designer in the world. And he ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. That's my brother. So make sure y'all check that out. You can see Brother Hugh got on one of our shirts right there. And make sure you follow us on Twitch. We be there every Wednesday night at 10:30. Shortly, well, about an hour and a half after Miss Queen PR goes off the air, we come on the air.
Absolutely.
They're really fun, by the way. I really enjoyed their stream.
All right, Hugh.
Oh man, they already know me, man. It's the HAS THE 3RD. You can follow.
Do it again.
Follow me. You said do it again.
Drop that one more time. Run that back. Run that
Do it
back.
again. You gotta run it back, bro.
Run that back.
You're
Run
gonna
that
do
back.
HAS to the THE to the 3RD. You know what I'm saying? So just check me out.
It doesn't get any smoother than that.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. But you can also check me out at Hazmat 3 Photos. I'm out there, out and about, always traveling.
One of the
Much
dopest
like T,
photographers in the
hey,
building.
bro. Much like T. Salute to you once again. Dope work for real. I appreciate you. But yeah,
So are
I'm out here.
you saying you're gonna be the other photographer at
Let's make it happen.
those wrestling girls party?
Let's make it happen.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
We
he
can
is.
do
Okay,
that.
so we got 2, and then Brian when he's not so inebriated.
I'm
Ooh.
chilling. I don't have
But you know
to-
what I love about Brian's pictures? Like he'll take it on his camera and he'll send it in a text message like right then and there. I don't know how that
Right
works.
away.
He's amazing.
Right
Exactly.
away.
I don't know how that works. Like when he took that pic, I don't know which social media profile it is for me, but the picture I took sitting on the ring, and it was
Oh
funny. So
yeah,
I had to take Brian's pass
access.
so I
we just
I could
tell
go
him,
inside. He was like, pass. I'm like, he's right here. I took his pass and he took a picture of me sitting on a ring apron. That was all him, and he sent it to me like right away. And I was like,
what about after our party in November? I woke up the next morning to fucking edit it.
Edited photos,
Like,
the
I
whole
was like,
folder. I was like,
thank you.
Man,
I was
Look,
legit
the
overwhelmed.
trained
looking for them.
journalists shoot the day, post the day, shoot the day, edit the day, post the day. So
I gotta
wanna make
learn
sure-
that.
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
want
learn that too, and I'm a trained journalist as well.
I
Hey, I
spend
wanted
too
to-
much time in photos. Like I like to, stay inside of the moment. I have to live in it.
I feel you.
Nothing wrong with
And
that
that's
either.
exactly what
Right.
your photo express, which is
And that's the truth.
cool.
Yeah, T,
Yeah.
your photos
Thank
do
you.
like. So when Tiana first told me that she picked up a camera to do photography, I was like, okay. I started to see some of the stuff she was shooting. So when my birthday party came around, I was like, I don't want nobody else taking pictures besides Tiana. Tiana captured moments that I didn't even realize was happening because it's my birthday. I'm be drunk as shit. I didn't realize what's happening. And then she showed me the photos. I was like, yo, you took all of these pictures? Bro, I'm like, I will never. If you do something amazing, I'm always going to support, always going to salute, always going to tell you how it is. And there's not one bad photo, one bad snap, nothing bad about Tiana's pictures and what she does. So I'd be like, yeah, girl, that's not good. Your eye is something amazing. Something amazing. And I tell you that all the time. You have an eye.
It's a killer.
Listen, that's the uniqueness of it if that's the case.
It's lazy on the rock stuff.
Come on now.
It's about the rock.
But no, you have an amazing eye and your talent is amazing, and I just love you for it. I just love you in
All this
general.
black
Like,
excellence in the building.
I know, right? Like,
That's
come
Can-
and don't worry, Tiana will definitely be with us next year at WrestleMania for media. Absolutely.
Can we put over Krista B for all the hosting she does? And Queen
she's
PR for the
looking
blogging
and
that she does?
Wait,
I'm glad
you gotta give Krista B her flowers first.
Krista B is a brand name. That's
Tiana
a
kept
brand
saying that.
name.
Homegirl's busy. She's booked and busy. And I will say, like, I really get this feeling in my soul when I see people doing what they're meant to do. And you are a star. You are a host. Like, you are someone that needs to be doing what you're doing. And I love watching it. Like, I really do. Like, so
It's gonna make me cry. I actually am hosting something this Saturday. I'm going to Black Girl Beach in Atlantic City. Shout out to my Hot 97 WLS fan. We're gonna be out there having fun, and then I'm coming back to New York to host an event this Saturday. Then I have another event that I'm hosting next Saturday. That's why I cannot go to Nashville for Summerslam. But hey, we out here. We making moves. I'm ready getting dates booked in August. So if y'all need me to host, hit me up. I'll send the contracts over. And that's that on that. But we're definitely out here. And P, like, let me just say thank you because one, you went back to work writing on Jersey ND. If y'all haven't seen anything that she's written, I need to go and see it. And literally, the post that you did about my event, I needed that day. I was going through so much.
You cry.
No, I was going through so much that day, and then I saw that you wrote about my event, and I'm just like, this is something I needed because as much as I do the events and as much as oh yeah, save the date. I have an October event coming, so save the date. But I didn't know like people were actually paying attention that much,
Definitely.
So I definitely appreciate you, and shout out to you because your writing is amazing. You are taking those wrestling girls to another fucking level. Like I'm just here editing, and I'm just here editing videos and co-hosting. But you on that social media side, you were taking those wrestling girls to another level.
But can I give you credit for something real quick? So you know how I'm like ridiculous and just like on. So Krista B taught me about timing, right? So your brunch recap was supposed to come out the week after your event. But because Black WrestleFest and everything happened before it, I pushed your brunch story down. So that was God, where it was released the time that you needed to hear it, because it wasn't supposed to be released that day. So, and shout out to Tiana because she took the pictures in the article. So that's why it's like I've learned, like, you know, everyone's not gonna be like me, but like they're gonna bring something to the table that I need. And Krista B brings something to the table that I need. She told me to take a break. Like, not that I ever truly have, but like she actually taught me to be like, slow the fuck down.
Yes, indeed. That's very crucial.
You need to. And P, like, and this is where me and P would clash a lot because I'm like, she's like, oh, you didn't post this, you didn't post that. I'm like, girl, when I say I'm taking a break, I'm taking a break. Like, people are not gonna miss us if I don't post a story, something in our IG story for a day. They're not gonna miss us. We're on a break. We're on a social media break in a sense. We're on a little bit of those wrestling girls break. We need it. So when I tell her, she's like, you know what? You're right. I apologize. You know, you're good. You know. But then I'll go back into it because at the end of the day, this is our brand. This is our baby. We're doing this together. But if it wasn't for, and I say this all the time, if it wasn't for you in the beginning up until now, we would not be here. Because I already know me with social media. Like, if I need to take a break, I will walk away from it and not pick it up again. So I'm saluting you for everything that you do for us, and never taking your credit.
We're a team.
To P.
I will say that there's a reason we're a team. There's a reason the wrestling realm is a brotherhood. Opened it up to a third member. I don't know why, but I understand why you want.
He's always been there though.
He was always a third member. He was like spin the roll, salt and pepper. Yeah, like
dang. That NWO video don't get.
Wait, even with the Crocs.
See, he wasn't wearing them all the time.
We just got done showing all this love, and she just took a huge shot.
You know what it is. And if I have to talk shit to you if I fuck with you. Like, I couldn't let this be.
That's some real New York stuff to say, though.
That's a fact. Like, because y'all know we don't really sit
on some dead ass shit. I'm a G.
Like, we don't really.
And I was like, this is getting mad sentimental, and I just want to put that out there. But I will say that
back to the gangster real quick.
Like, from day one, I don't even know if Brian H. Waters knows this, but like, you were one of our first like guest appearances. Like, Krista was our first time like guesting on a show, like outside of each other. And
break it down.
Right. I definitely have to give you your props for that, and just like the support, because everybody talks about how toxic wrestling Twitter is, or just like wrestling fans in general. And I listened to like T talk about how, you know, she used to love wrestling and she went to Black WrestleFest one day where we complained about the lack of whatever. She came in day one and was like, yo, this is fucking amazing. There's Black wrestling.
Tiana text messages about that day. She was like, yo, I've never seen anything. What? Like, I walked in, I was like, for us, looking like, what are you talking about? Like, this is a regular gym, regular school. Like, you, but like you said, for her, it was just something different to see. And that's how when we first started those wrestling girls and saw the Black Twitter community. And we just like, there's more of us. Like, there's a lot of us. They look like us. There's a lot of us.
Yeah.
We got to keep
this so excited for our event, because like our event last year brought people together. Like, we always love to say, like, Black wrestling recorded together for the first time on the strength of coming to New York for our event. And I want that to continue happening. Like, I want the internet wrestling community to be like, oh shit, like, I know that if I go to those wrestling girls event, I'm gonna meet other dope people and I'm gonna have a good time. That's honestly my goal. Like, it's to bring people together, to turn up and have fun. So I really hope, I know Tiana gonna be there November 5th.
Tiana's definitely there. Wrestling Realm is there. Wrestling Realm is there. Black wrestling, except for Math, is there. If Math comes, he's paying at the door.
Ooh, that's going on social media.
Oh, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm about to tweet it right
I
now
will
under
say
those
this.
wrestling girls account.
Black wrestling is always invited, but I love that you and Math always have smoke.
Always.
Okay, y'all.
You gotta take the
So
time to tweet it out.
I'm about to tweet that out right now.
Thank you for joining us, everyone.
Hey.
All right, I'm gonna go cook. I love you all. Thank you all for joining us. We definitely will be back here August 12th. Save the date, November 5th. Make sure you turn on your notifications. Make sure y'all follow us everywhere.
August 12th,
because
that's my vacation weekend.
Huh? August 12th, your vacation. That means Brian's gonna be back on Thursday, okay, August 12th.
I don't know.
Okay, whatever. But anyway, make sure y'all follow us. Make sure y'all turn on all your notifications. Make sure y'all catch P on Twitch every Wednesday. She's gonna have some dope people up there. Make sure I check out for my sound off. I have another sound off coming, which is
actually dropping at midnight.
Dropping at midnight tonight. And shout out to Justin and Mimi for joining me on this sound off. It was a fun one. It's talking about the Shield. So please make sure y'all subscribe to our Patreon. Huh?
I love your sound offs.
Oh, thank you. I can have fun ones because
I'm a proud Patreon subscriber.
You are. Shout out to you. The last one was kind of heavy, so I had to make this a fun one. And also, I have a new one coming out. I'm about to record a new one. And let's just say it's going to determine who are the real 4 horsewomen.
Oh.
And on that note,
Intriguing.
It's your girl, Krista B.
And Queen PR.
And we are out of here. Bye.